All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, baby Jesus. I'm not talking about baby Jesus yet. I'm still observing them. Okay, but one of them apparently is Sharon Ooja. Sharon Ooja is absolutely, she's beautiful. Okay, I didn't really know this girl's name, and I'm like, who is that? I think I saw her on the show on YouTube, Skinny Girl in Transit. Yeah, she was. So she's in that show with Bisola and what's this other young lady? She's my birthday mate. The one who is the producer of the show. I forgot her name now. She's my birthday mate. That's all I remember about her. But you guys might name it in the chat in a second. But Sharon Ooja was there as Timini's girlfriend. Okay, and their story is quite captivating. The story of those two characters, I forgot their name in the. I actually love the show. I try to catch up with the show. Yeah, so she's absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Bimbo Craig, thank you, Lady Uzo, thank you, Bimbo Craig. Yeah, so that's where I know her for. So when people are saying somebody's, even like I saw it in passing in the news some few months ago that she's engaged, but it's a mystery man. The mystery man, gentlemen, that's the guy you want to be. Not with any criminal behavior, of course, but that mystery man, that's who you want to be. Yes, even inside of marriage, don't be so predictable. You are so predictable. We can tell that these are the kind of guys that will steal your wife because you are so predictable. We can tell that you are going to ask for respect in the morning. Right? We can tell everything is predictable. So the way this guy is moving, I'm like, damn. Like, I hope not, right? But he's definitely has the, what do you guys call it? The composure, the steez, right? The mystery man. Everybody fantasized about who is this guy. She was arguing the guy. Let me see if I can find the picture. She was arguing the guy, and everybody wonder who is. I wonder, people started to probably put a face to it. You know how somebody shows you just a little bit. They show you like small tip of it, right? And they're like, who is the guy? People probably started to scratch through Nollywood and see if he's one of the Nollywood pretty boys, right? But some few days ago, maybe last week or so, she finally revealed who the strange person is. Yeah. And then we've been on this roller coaster ride since then. What roller coaster ride? This was the picture. This was the picture she released. Right? Everybody wondered who is in love with this young lady. Some of you that are of the older age, you're like, who is in love with my daughter? Some of you are like, who is in love with my bestie from the Skinny Girl Transit, right? Because you wanted to screen it. But she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. Amo, don't let me deceive you. This girl is fine as hell. Okay, so yes, Shaliwa and Muhammad. Thank you. That's the name of the characters. Shout out to Temidi. I see you, Temidi. Yeah, Cherished Olivia is here too. So, but oh, Bernie.
Oh, Bernie.
I don't know what she was trying to do with this picture. But social media is not anybody's mate.
I never expected it.
Social media is not anybody's mate. But over the last 24 hours, there's been some really, really bad stories. Okay. I can't confirm it personally. I can't confirm any of this. But what I can tell you is that it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But I hope it's just all speculation. Because some people say, because his name, I think Ugo something. Ugo Emmanuel, that's a very common name. So that could be, in America, everything is public record. So if you try to dig up Ugo Emmanuel, there's probably multiple records that can come up, But social media is not your mate. There's a good chance that's who it is. Okay, there's a good chance that's where it is, But let me catch up with what's going on here. I'm just going to read this. Okay, this person posted, "Wonders shall never end." This person actually tagged Sharon Ooja and Tunde Ednot. Jesus Christ, Jesus by you.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
The person tagged Sharon Ooja and Tunde Ednot. Wonders will never end. This was the same way we gushed over this man when he came to marry my beautiful friend in December 2022. How long ago is December 2022? We're in what? July? We're in July 2024. I lost count of time. July 2024. So 1 December ago, 2nd December ago. So about 18 months ago? No. Plus 12 months. Okay. Sounded a little bit better. Right? 2.5 years ago. Yeah? Abby? We're in 2024. No, that's 2 Decembers ago. It's 18 months. It's 18 months. All right. Listen, I'm reading it with you, okay? I saw him. I'll pin it. I'm thinking about it. I might cover it because you know what we did with the Davido. I wanted to just celebrate these people. They're just getting married. Let's just celebrate these people now. But this was thick. Anyway, he was so calm and looking so handsome. We also felt my friend had found an angel. Lo and behold, it turned tiger. All of a sudden, he started talking consistently with another woman. Dear Sharon Ooja, while he was busy talking to you and building a new relationship with you, he was breaking an innocent heart without cause. Let me see the next slide. I was really celebrating Sharon until I bumped into a picture on Facebook today showing my friend as ex-wife to Sharon's husband, and I was broken. I was live at his wedding with my friend. It's quite unfortunate. No hard feelings at Sharon Ooja tagging her again. Aye manikao.
Not be juju be that.
Just keep your eyes open. It's too late. Them eyes are wide open. It's going to be very, very hard for her to move forward with this. How is she going to do it? Do you think she doesn't watch social media? She probably didn't see it, right? She didn't see the tag. She didn't see all of this news. I hope not.
Oh my days.
Just keep your eyes open. Only God knows what men want. Wait. Kilo ọkùnrin ṣe, what do we do? Wait, oh, he's a man. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Only God knows what men want. My friend is mourning the death of her mom, and this is happening too. Oh my God. Irony of life. Tag Sharon Ooja again.
Not be juju be that.
Aye manikao.
Will you keep quiet?
No, she's not done. Irony of life, Sharon Ooja is celebrating a man she called her best gift, while my friend is mourning a man she called a devil. You know Yoruba people sọ pé tí ayé ẹnìkan bá bàjẹ́ tẹ́nìkan ò lè dá. Is this one of those cases? Well, it's a very competitive environment, okay? It's a cold world. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Yeah, everybody is replaceable. Everybody might collect. No, don't let's deceive ourselves.
Sorry.
If you don't know what you are doing, collect. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are, by the way. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just wait. Okay, let's keep going. Sharon Ooja is celebrating a man she called her best gift, while my friend is mourning a man she called a devil. What a life. May we not fall into temptation, and may we not use our head to carry the consequences of what we know nothing about. That's a lot. So now there's this one here. Somebody tagged Okay, they didn't tag on this one. This is on Gossip Mill Nigeria. Sharon Ooja's Odogu silencer is not whom he claims to be. He's an Odogu swindler. He's not a billionaire in Naira. Neither is he even a millionaire in dollar. He is not a CEO, but just an employee at Verizon. He is notorious. He's a notorious cheater. And it is well known in California. That's why he went down to Nigeria to go and import. No, they didn't say import. To go and marry Sharon. Nigerian Lady Lena, the money girl, makes jaw-dropping allegations against Sharon Ooja on Instagram. And Lena, the money girl, they said Emmanuel Odogu silencer is indeed a W2 employee, meaning he works 9 to 5, which there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, he is not Naira billionaire, he's not US millionaire, and I truly think Sharon paid for our own wedding. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, a question. Did she pay do you think she paid for her own wedding? Not like anything is wrong with that, but did she pay for her own wedding? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for my brothers. Maybe. If you live in America, you know we live paycheck to paycheck. Not all of us. Stop the cap. Stop it. Stop the cap right now, okay?
Stop the cap.
There's nothing wrong with living paycheck to paycheck, but speak for yourself. Thank you. People in Africa have more cash than us. So speak for yourself.
Stop the cap.
Speak for yourself. We witnessed a romance scam in 4K HD. Second question, do you think this is a romance scam? Or more? This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. So I'm going to come to the chat. Pardon my manners. I'm going to come to the chat. Because I still wish them the best of luck. You just never know, right? You never know. You never find. Right? You'll never know. I wish them. So are you scared yet? Is the question I asked, right? Who did you marry, sweetheart? Sharon Ooja. Because I feel like this girl is my sister now. Okay? And the main reason why I put this together is that what can we learn from this? Ladies, how can you make sure that this is not your story? Because I honestly think it's not as simple as you should always show them on social media. I don't think it's that simple. All right? So if it's an authentic, bona fide swindler guy, man, they know how to finesse you with that social media stuff too. So, in fact, they're the one that knows how to package the best on social media. So I'm not sure if that's what that has to be. But let me go. Ola says, not all of us live paycheck to paycheck. Sorry. Bro used this wedding to garner popularity from Nigerians. He's nothing but a rolling stone. He might be obsessed with attention, but I'm not sure what he's planning to do with this kind of attention. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. What could he do with this level of attention as a scam artist? Because that's what this attention is. What could he possibly do with this? All right. Because if you think back to Tonto DK, right? With the, you remember Obasanjo's son. Remember that situation? Right. Toto was actually trying to scam the rest of us too. Right? Remember Obasanjo's son. So Toto was trying to scam us too, right? So what do you think he could do with this, right? Somebody say politics. Auntie B, so politics. Are you saying Nigerians are that gullible? They will vote this kind of person for what kind of role? Chairman, local government area, governor of a state, right? Do we have an example of somebody like that that's a governor in Nigeria right now? Right? We know Nigerians love dancing governors. I'm not sure if they like a scam artist as a governor, but who knows? They kind of do because, Nigerian politics have a reputation. A senator, maybe. Somebody said a senator, I see that. Who knows? But they said he's been doing this for a minute. It's the fourth wife. Okay, so Mercy Aigbe's husband, I think he's into politics, right? Mercy, the other Mercy, what's her name? Mercy Johnson's husband Definitely won. I think he won House of Rep something, but he wasn't a swindler. He just decided not to deal with the woman anymore. It was a one marriage. This one is 4. Just perspectives, right? Yeah. Yes, Ned Nwoko did it with Regina. Who is Regina? Auntie B, you have to enlighten me on that. Mercy Johnson's husband married her too and got elected. Okay. Second marriage though, right? But this, you're making a point though. These I don't live paycheck to paycheck. Lobaton. Nigerians are very gullible. Nigerians are gullible. Let's not forget. Some of you are going to get offended, but it's okay. Drink water. We have a swindler in the last few days. Very dark man. Very the dark man. He's been swindling Nigerians for the past few days. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I know I'm not lying. Okay. Her beauty will mesmerize his constituency. That's a good point. Five Stolly. I'm thinking about it now. Human beings. That's a possibility. Oh. That's a possibility. But you know what? Just in case, because we're talking about Sharon Ooja. I'm going to drop the link since I have all of them here today. Shout out to everybody that's here today. I still can't get over how much lavish Sharon's wedding appeared than Davido. I have a series of questions that I have. We still don't know the full true story. We can't confirm any of this. We just know that there's a high likelihood that there's a lot of truth to this. But we don't know, right? It's all alleged, right? We don't know. Investigate well. Meet the family and his kids and understand what you're walking into. The gap between the marriages is very close to too close. Yeah. This one is a tricky one for me, you know. All right, this baby Jesus baby people, I don't think they're doing the work. I think they're looking for shortcuts. I think they're looking for shortcuts in Jesus. And then, you know how they say, right? And like, just go out there and manifest. The first Odogu that shows up, that's him. And then we completely discount human emotions. You know, swindlers. I'm not saying this young man is a swindler. I don't know, right? They are experts. It completely will come from a blind spot. They're extreme experts at human behavior. Oftentimes, they've studied you. They know you are a Jesus baby. Wait, what do you mean? They know. So if you are floating, if you are a floater, right? And all you do is, I love prayers. Prayer is a beautiful thing. It's something we suggest. But faith without work, auntie, listen, Nigerians, let's not cap, okay? Stop the cap, Nigerians. Stop the cap right now, okay? You're known for faith without work.
Stop the cap.
You collector. And it will be bad. And you will come back and then quench your God. It's your fault. It's all of your fault. It's not Jesus' fault.
Jesus is Lord.
I'm warning you right now. Any surface level work you're doing for yourself, even in the name of Jesus, you collect. There are people out there, this is what they study. There are people amidst you, even people that live in Nigeria. What do you think Yahoo Boys is? Right? You think people are just handling them money just because they prayed? There are patterns in human behavior. They can study you. If you don't, the only way outside of this is to make sure you do the work. The work involves prayer too, but prayer does not necessarily involve work. I'm warning you, prayer does not necessarily involve work. We have to be careful. Let me bring my sister up. Asy is here. Asy is gracing our stage. Can you believe it?
Man of prestige. So
Can
happy.
you believe it?
Really.
The whole Prestige family is like right now. They're like you're peeling them off the ceilings.
This is 6 o'clock and I have time. I'm so happy. Because I think.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
I'm
nice to
I'm
meet
I'm,
you.
I'm
Nice
just meeting you. I just subscribed, so I'll be following everything you're
Thank
doing.
you. I
Thanks
did
for being
same.
here.
I did
Yeah,
same. You're doing a great job.
thank
Shout
you.
out to Obodo Ibo TV. That's where I saw your channel, and I'm like, wow, I need to cross over. Thank
Yes.
God for everything.
Obodo fam, the full house here today. We're not like, don't
Ah,
let me deceive you.
oh,
We're like normally 20. Oh, it's Auntie B. This is Auntie B effect.
oh my God,
Yeah.
she's too much. I
Yep.
think maybe because I did, I covered like their wedding to a bit. Man, the way
Yes.
my phone was buzzing. They did
Mm-hmm.
not even allow the video drop. The phone was buzzing. As gist. I could not just do the video because they started with comparison. Do you understand?
Mm.
The entire wedding was based off of comparison with Chivido
With Chivido.
wedding. And that's where we miss it. Because for me as an event planner, the way you will judge a happy wedding is by your client. Though. David is happy with his wedding. He knows that he used his hand to scatter Funke Bokno's work. But that is your client. If your client is a people person, having him walk into his venue and everybody sitting down is a failed wedding. He wants people to rush him. David na that kind of person.
Oh,
So
really?
if you
So
accept
that old rowdy thing
that
was
is Davido.
that was Davido.
That is his idea of love. That's how he sees love. And he wanted a small wedding because I talked to like the decor lady Sarah that did Davido's wedding. This is big money. Oh. That Davido's wedding is not small. Those people are big.
Yeah. Six
Sarah,
governors, I heard, right? Six governors.
oh my God. But that hall, is it was supposed to be a small wedding. But who is David?
Yes.
Fully. If you have impacted lives, we go come.
Yes.
We
Yes.
must come. And then I feel like at some point he liked the fact that even though he wanted it small, people pressed. You understand? So he's
Yes.
happy to see A, he's happy to
Right.
see.
There were people that crashed that party, like Very Dark Man. He crashed that
yeah.
party. He wasn't supposed to be there until 5 p.m. now.
Men came with him.
Oh, so Osime came with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Dancers usually have that problem most times in events like this. The dancers, they dress pass. They can gauge. But the people that they really invited will just be simple, They'll
Yeah.
be simple. And now if you look at the two, unarguably, even if you tie 3 ribbon, David will be happy. He will think it's deco. If you tie like 4 ribbon, do you get? Because that person is that. But then I understand that Sharon, of course, she knows all these fine, nice lights.
She knew what she wanted.
Exactly.
Everything was detailed.
But then look at who he's marrying. Chioma would have even worn canvas to her wedding. That one does not send. Like
Obviously.
she's not even a Ashwebi inspiration. Never have you seen her on your fashionista intake. So people were comparing clothes. I'm like, this girl, I'm sure this is the first time she's dressing like this. She doesn't really care. She's happy. Like she wasn't even looking at the dollars. And David was more happy. And he did something. I know that people see it as a little thing. He was fanning her when she was sweating. I've done a wedding where the groom was fanning himself.
Davido was fanning her.
Yeah, he was fanning her. He
Yeah.
was all over her.
Yeah, he was.
Scandal and everything. I said, let me tell you, I've done wedding 9 years before I left Nigeria. He groom, they fan himself.
Yeah.
None of prestige. That wedding lasted 8 months. There are some little signs that we will see. But do you know how many people tapped? Because when we do those big weddings, people they tap. I tap. But then you just look at how will you come? Your wife is wearing like 2 kilogram wedding gown, and you're there fanning yourself. There's some little things we just see
That you pay attention to.
that you pay attention to. That's why when I looked at it, I was like, there's a way you hail somebody. The hailing is suspicious. It's like when 2 men meet, chairman, my lord, everybody's dodging Billy. You understand? So when you're not hailing, she's an accomplished actress. I say, okay, maybe they 2 they hail now. We know that one. Do you get? Are you trying to not give me money? It's like when they're hailing their husband and all of that.
So correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is that there was there was some level of fluffiness. It was just empty.
Yeah. First
With
of all,
him.
when she launched him, I will not lie, because me, I'm a wedding person. For you to be a wedding planner, you need to love. You need to love events. You need
Yes,
to
of course, yeah.
So I would say she started it by hiding him. Nigerians don't like you to hide anything. They will
Yeah,
find.
yeah.
Do you get? Ini Dima married a divorcee, but she showed his face, so we're able to dig and dig and dig, and everything was dug out before the wedding. So we had rested. We knew he was divorced. We knew he had 2 children, so it had gone down. But then knowing who Sharon is, this entire wedding, not to Pepe person. So
Yeah.
whether it's Pepe Farouk or
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Pepe,
yeah.
it wasn't necessary. Because the money
Considering the very thick history that
Yes.
guy is bringing to the table.
she shouldn't have done a wedding. She shouldn't have done a wedding. Like, she would have even done elopement. You know, when you elope.
She should have done 5 years anniversary. How's
Or,
that?
like, even if they do that, their pre-wedding thing on the beach as a
Yes.
wedding,
Yes. We just see picture later.
just see
Later.
that would be fine. At least, because when you enter this kind of marriage, everybody need to hold their side. I'm sure that's the kind of life she's about to live. This one will hold her side. This one will hold her side.
That's
As
it.
in, yeah,
Yeah.
a suspicious wife.
He better not quit his Verizon job.
You don't keep quit. You
Yeah.
hold your money.
Yeah.
Put part in your name in case
Yeah.
he leave you.
We meet in Jamaica every other 3 months.
I don't like the way she's starting off. I feel sad for her.
Oh.
Because I don't like a situation whereby after I've been shouting like siren, wow, wow, wow. Oh my God, I'm so touched. And then this is her first wedding.
This is her first. So she will want family because she's a Jesus baby. She will want family, children. God help me.
This Jesus baby talk. I think Jesus baby thing started when baddies started entering church.
Yes.
That's just the
Don't let's spoil it. I want you to do it on Auntie B's platform. Auntie B's platform is more
This
fit
girl,
for it.
so no worry.
Yeah.
I like that you're born again, that's fine. But still, when you still have some worldly things in your heart, like, I'm born again, but I shall need the money that I need, I shall need the optics that I need, I shall need the husband that I need, you know, that kind
Yes.
of. And then you're in a
Yes.
church that says, as far as my front 2 rows are full of celebrities, no one, everybody come as you are.
Yeah. Socialites. All the socialites are there.
I'm telling you, there are
Yeah.
some churches that will never allow her marry that man.
Yeah.
You must do like 3 months.
Yeah, they tend to go after certain types of pastors too.
Compulsory counseling. And that counseling, if you tell them that you have visited him, you will not do that way. When I was in Port Harcourt, I think Salvation Ministries also, you dare not visit him. If you do it, they will not wed you on that altar.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
go.
the 90s. That's old school.
See, today, those people are strict. They do pregnancy tests
Some people
that
still
morning.
do pregnancy test.
That morning, not a day before, that morning, Dickness will come to the hotel. Bro,
All the Jesus baby are getting triggered right now. They're like, what do you mean? They're getting triggered right now.
it's like for sugar baby. I get it. Everybody's paid for her.
Oh man.
I think she should just take her marriage off social media. The same thing like when you were referencing Vicky
I
James.
think she should stop everything. Stop.
Yeah, she should
Stop
just
everything, including that guy. She does not know that guy. She should not tell us or don't tell us. Just stop everything. And then they need to engage counseling, coaching, all of that.
It's too late though. Yeah, stop waiting.
Yeah.
Little Bono,
She's going to try to prove to us that it's all
No way.
authentic.
she will not. He will last. Remember, he dated somebody 7 years. So longevity is not excellence.
Oh
Longevity
Lord.
is
She
not-
dated somebody for 7 years.
He
That's
dated
another
somebody 7
problem.
years. So longevity is not an excellence.
7 years. She dated somebody for 7 years.
No, like he dated that his second wife 7 years. So even
Oh,
if
okay.
marriage lasts long, it's not like it's not a proof of everything is well behind closed doors.
No, of
But
course not.
the thing is,
Yeah.
she should remove it from social media eye. I believe in evil eye. I believe like people can cast a session. It's like Vicky James. She just posted a fine couple video. All of us, some people like that auntie that you posted is saying wedding is paying her. This one, those things are not necessary.
No be juju be that.
It's not necessary. Sometimes you now start. I know the thing with social media. That's why you watch what your eye sees and what your heart perceives. Because if me, I was like in love with that video before. Now watching this lady complain about it, I'll start before you know it to start.
Yeah.
Vicky James is overdoing. Me, I
Yeah.
said, my friend will get it and start saying it. Everybody will start saying, like, so she should just take the husband off. Sharon, take the husband off. So that if at all anything happens, no problem. We don't know. Just take him off. That's the only way you survive. Take him off. There's no, why are you putting him here now? It's too, oh, what are we canceling by this time? This girl has married him, hot wedding without knowing him.
Well, that's when the actual counseling starts. Actually, they don't know. Nobody knows what they're doing until they're married. It's just the way it works because she can't comprehend what is inside of marriage.
Why
Even
did
if,
she
even
do
if I
court
tell
wedding?
you,
She that is there, why did she do court wedding? He said he met the sister somewhere. So I can't even blame the sister because the sister doesn't know him well. It's like running into a kind stranger. You exchange numbers and then you're doing WhatsApp status. And then he says, who is this fine girl? He says, it's my sister. I said, I would like to speak with her. The time you saw him, he was driving Benz. He looked nice. He looked cute.
Yeah.
That's all the sister might know.
that's
I said,
it.
my sister is
Very
kind of
surface level stuff.
very surface level. So we can't also blame the sister.
No, you can't blame anybody. The only person you can blame, I don't have to blame anybody. The only person you can blame is yourself. If you have to blame anybody, yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
a friend, she didn't open up to her friend supposed to do FBI now. Now this kind of work are they like?
They're all Jesus, baby. The aesthetic, the reality is that all of us, especially men, people say men are visual when it comes to women, right? The aesthetic, unfortunately, we're all guilty of it, right? Once something looks a certain way, the same thing we're kind of doing right now. Right now, it's not looking good, right? But we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, you know. But it's scary to say the least. I found solace in doing this because she's a public figure. I hope she has a thick skin. I'm not the first one to drag this story, so it is what it is. But let me ask you a question. Should Sharon, Auntie B was asking this question before she ended the show. Should Sharon move to LA?
No. He won't even allow. The
He
reason
won't even allow
married
it.
her, even if he's going to count first 3 reasons he married her, it's because she's somebody in Nigeria. So LA, she will come and start from the scratch. Character will come out now. She's already big here. She's already acting Netflix movies here. If she was your sister, why will you advise her to move to LA?
Yeah, exactly. To go and start
Why?
at the bottom. Omotola tried that. The person that was
Doesn't
saying
work out
that.
for anybody.
No, it
Unless
doesn't work out. Though.
Because she's in love, she can decide to test it, but it will not work out. And the thing with Nollywood, even the guy that was acting Aminu in that Men in Transit, I think he's also abroad, married.
The one that acted Aminu.
Ayo Ola or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, Ayola is in Houston. Yeah. Ayola. Yeah.
Are they
Ayomide, something like that.
getting
Yeah.
rules, but you know the struggle is a bit more. Even in Pastor
Yeah.
Bieber's one, the time now.
Yeah, that one they just uproot from his church. They're not going to give him more roles, probably not even now.
He just enter Hollywood, act with Viola Davis. Now, so God drag him back. It's almost like
Yeah.
you just see Hollywood eye from far. You know, Hollywood is hard to crack. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
The fact that she's still here because they respect you more when they see you as at the peak in your industry. So if we ever cross over, if like now, what's his name? What's that guy that people like a lot? That of Idris.
Idris
Elba.
Idris Elba is a Hollywood person.
Yeah.
But even Idris Elba has to line up every
When
time.
he came to Nigeria, the kind of people he was seeing, Sharon Ooja can be there because she's a
Easy.
Moabudu baby.
Yes.
They were to meet on Hollywood. They're not going to experts.
Yeah.
You understand? So if ever any Hollywood person was to break into our Nollywood at the peak, so I don't think she should move.
No, don't do it. Oh, she will have to start from
She's
scratch.
going to have babies. She will need to go there for a while, cool off. But I feel like she should do big projects. And then before she now takes a major step, like she should have projects that are maybe they will come out.
She needs to stay focused now because her popularity is through the roof now, at least.
Oh yeah, she's now she's through the roof. So
Yeah.
this might derail her. This might improve her. We never know.
No, it will mess with her because human being emotion will be your mate. It will mess with her, but as soon as she can gather herself together, all of this we can pretend she doesn't care. No,
This
she
can even be
cares.
a good script now. She fit do
Yeah,
a script.
yeah, exactly. If she can flip it, but human emotions is a very tough thing to overcome. So, but if she can, because that's the reason why she's found herself in this in the first place. If you know a man has that kind of history, because I think she knows that he was married a few times, up to recently. I think she knows.
She knows. She knows, but I don't think she knows the kind of things that are coming out. You know, everybody that is saying this thing now, they should not. How would I put it? The wives have not spoken out. It's still friend of friend. I know who go from this person.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get that kind of thing. I don't
Right.
think Jakpa is this girl's major problem. Jakpa is. I
No,
mean,
no,
that's
no,
not
no, 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 no.
not a
No,
big
she,
deal.
yeah,
One
no.
paper is not a big deal. She just arranges herself, make sure she shoots like 3 blockbuster movies that will come out 6 months ahead of each other. She will not get pregnant, plan herself, come back again, shoot another 3, 4 movies, arrange herself, In 2, 3 weeks, she don't get her paper as her green card. In 2, 3 years, depending on the length now. Do you get?
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
they just passed a recent law about marrying people and bringing them and whatever, but she can find her way around. But for me, I just feel like that is not like her main focus to leave this pride.
No, she can jump anytime she wants now. She's a superstar. She's a rock star.
She's the face of Schweppes. You know how
Yeah,
much they pay these people?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Cherish asked a very good question. Why did she
Did you
marry?
say she's the face of Schweppes
Yeah, I think
in
she.
Nigeria? Like on ads?
Yes.
These are some of the context that we miss sometimes when we're overseas. We don't know what ads are out there on TV, right?
Yeah.
That is a big deal.
That's
That's
a
a big deal.
And you know all these deals is arranging now. As far as the
Of course.
industry is concerned, yeah. As long as you're the baby, we love you. The thing with Nigerians, we can love you, but we can forget you. So you
Now,
don't.
let me ask you a question. This kind of girl, right? How old is she? 33, 32? Why couldn't she find a husband on ground, a clean guy, some kind of guy that works for UBA or Zint Bank or some guy that's just regular. What is
Cherish
the
is
issue here?
asking, like, why she married so fast. The same thing tied to yours. I think it's not that she couldn't find. Is that if she had married earlier before the fame, it's the regular UBA Zenith guy would have been able to gather the mind, because even approaching people like this, these guys might have something, but because they know that they might not be able to afford them, they don't even approach.
So they're intimidated by this kind of
Yes, they
girls.
feel intimidated. So if you ask somebody like Copy, why have you not got to marry? If Copy tells you that she doesn't probably have 5 or 6 calls from guys in 6 months,
I believe her.
you understand? Because other guys are thinking everybody's going for you. At the end of the day, nobody's going for you. Everybody thinks that you're out of their reach, and nobody actually tries to come to know you. You get?
Right.
So, but
Right.
more she,
And they're not in that circle too.
the more she grew in the industry, the more she. The only thing is, as per her dating is history, allegedly from what we hear, is top guys.
Is
So,
what?
It's top guys, like
What's up, guys?
like guys that have money.
Okay.
If you are a Lagos boy and you ask, I want to go for Sharon, and somebody
Right.
tells you like, Omo, the guy where she dey date now like this in be, you will back up because you not meet up.
Gentlemen, they say you guys are not shooting your shots.
Yeah, she has already tasted the good
Oh
life.
my God. Oh.
It's not that men don't know; they know these things. I like this age, but me, I'm already shocked why she had to marry fast. Unless she's pregnant, she had no
Oh,
need.
Abby says she's a Jesus body. She has a type. Her exes has been Don Jazzy, Farouk. She needs
Yeah.
guys with deep
Deep
pockets.
pockets.
Confusion here.
Are you
That was
seeing-
confusion. Oh.
You can't. No, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can like. I'm just saying. If I have an uncle or a brother that was saying he wants to go at me, I'll be like, is it that you want to steal? You want to go into armed robbery? Chill.
Really?
If you're
Really? You won't advise your brother to go and
the last thing you want, if you're my brother and I know the last thing I want is for you to spend the rest of your life trying to impress somebody. It will never be enough. You're trying to prove a point day in, day out. She might be
Well-
contented, but because you are afraid, and you know the thing with men ego. Look at her hair, and she's like, "Oh my God, I like this hair. You look 2 point something million." And she's always looking at the picture. You say, "Fear, don't they catch you?" Before you know, her boyfriend say, "Hi, Sharon, how are you?" Hey, you don't carry all your salary by the hair, because it's almost like, why are they greeting her? You know. And that's for me. You see, this someone says Odogu silencer. Does Odogu silencer?
Yeah, Adewale is asking. Let me ask you this question. Adewale is saying, does Odogu Silencer have deep pockets? Well, $200,000 a year is not your mate too. Let's relax.
$1,000 a year.
If he can pay for his own suit and all he has to do is show up as a fine boy that he is, a
No,
Jesus body will go with it too.
It's not like Nigeria, so you have to also give Nigerians their flowers. We live on credit. If he has good credit and he's been able
Good
to
credit. He has a line of credit for
and have
$100,000.
sensible money at his disposal, he just needs to know how to pay it back and all of that. Know that this one thing I used to say, and I wrote there. Somebody was like, "Why was Sharon's wedding get more than David?" I say, "It's poor people like to impress people. People that don't really have, they like to impress people."
Yeah, Davido was not impressing. That was a festival.
The rich people don't like to impress you. Like
That's
they don't
true.
care.
That's a good point.
They don't care because I have more luck advising rich people to do smaller weddings than poor people. So some people might be like, "Oh my God, I want an intimate wedding. I don't really want this." The person has money and they don't mind doing a wedding for 100. But you see the one that doesn't have wants to call the whole village and run into bankruptcy. And I'm like, why would you even do that? But you see the person that is rich doesn't need to impress you. You're like, oh my God, we'll use this garden. You know, see them now with their center pattern and their small bun on their hair. Their makeup is barely there. You don't want to know. They're just like, oh my God, I don't want so much makeup. This person has runs hundreds of thousands of pounds. I just chill. I feel like we should not leave comparison. But if the truth is, if Sharon's hall was not giving all these lights, we will not have beaten her. We'll be like, oh, her wedding was still fine.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to prove it. That's why I said it's either your proving point to Farouk or Toke. Because if it's me,
wait, how did you bring Toke into that? Was Toke dating Farouk too?
Toke is Farouk's best friend, though. You know,
Wahala.
friends who benefit friend. Like a recycling machine. I don't like them.
I never experienced.
Wala, Nigeria don't report to Atikosa Wakalu.
A lot. I wanted to marry her.
So sorry.
That's where the problem is.
She was talking. She didn't see that. And I didn't see that coming. So besties, friends with benefit, potentially, allegedly.
No, Farouk has thrown a big party for Toke once. Now I think she put it on her snap or something. You know those parties that they will carry balloon and all these things and come and decorate your house and all those type of friends.
Oh wow.
So, we don't really know, you know.
Oh wow.
For me, I don't know. Lagos can be weird. When I was in Nigeria, I was a Port Harcourt girl, and when I stay in Lagos, I don't stay more than 1 month because they are weird.
So they have the comparison culture thing going on. A lot of people are comparing themselves to each other, and a lot of people that live in the island, obviously. I think somebody was saying recently that Mohbad was renting. I was like, before Uncle, of course he was renting.
So what? Every other place, like where I'm from, if you're doing a wedding like this wedding, you think me, I will go and begin to sew a shrebi of 800,000. I will wear what Port Harcourt will wear what is in their cupboard. Their watch, their slippers, their hair might tell you that this person has money, but they don't really care. What is going to come and impress? We'll wear what's in our cupboard. Unless you're like our tight friend before we do a shrebi, but it will not be giving Vicky James because you're the married person. Are we dating? Why am I going to spend $500,000 to attend your wedding? You know, people, and I feel the first thing, the moment you have a good self-esteem,
yes.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that.
A good self-esteem.
That's a big deal.
A beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Even if she did this thing, their entire wedding.
Jesus' baby is not automatic self-esteem.
Yeah. Farouk's mother loves. See, the thing with Sharon, nobody cannot love Sharon. The way we love her is the way everybody loves her. But that's also the problem with people that are likable. We have to be careful so that we don't push them into places that they get hot. Because it's not fair. Simply because you love the person doesn't mean that you should all of us will be saying, oh, this person love her, my sister really loves her, my this one. Don't hurt her. That's what Nigerians are saying. Don't hurt her. You really like this girl. The girl is nice. Whatever her heart breaks, she saw somebody that she really liked and whatever. Come on, don't hurt her. You know, if she had stayed with the Farouk, maybe it's just the fact that, of course, allegedly he was said to be a Yahoo boy.
Let me play. Hang in there. Let me play this video, right, for everybody to see this. Speaking of Toke Makinwa, this is what she had to say.
Guys, come closer. Let's talk. All the single people, this is for you. Single Pringles is what I wanted to actually call us because I'm on this table as well. The streets of social media is so dangerous. Don't go outside. Stay inside, okay? Because everywhere you look, okay, Gemma. Honestly, oh, God, when? God, am I a toad? God, when is my mom going to find me? God, this, that is an
God, when?
epidemic out here, honestly. And this is also a PSA just to say to all the people who, are waiting to find their life partners. God hasn't forgotten you. Celebrate with those who celebrate, but also remember that his time is perfect. Everything he does is beautiful. And in due time, you yourself will be celebrated. Until then, stay inside the house. Be like me. Goodbye. I will see you guys next week because it's too much. Guys.
So that makes me want to question, why is she not at the wedding? I would think like
No, they are no longer. I think they fell out. But the thing, this is a very controversial angle. I think I'm the only Nigerian that believes that Toke should have stayed in that her marriage.
really, why do you say that?
I think that she has like the Annie Macaulay endurance type of feel.
Huh?
I know it's weird, but I really wanted her to just stay. Let me see what that lady wants to.
I think the guy had another wife or something.
He have
Entirely
another
different
wife.
relationship.
Get pregnant. Sometimes I believe in calling people's bluff because some of these baby mamas, pregnancy is a very dangerous thing, man of prestige. It almost seems like the way people are getting pregnant, as if their own pregnancy is very nice, especially when they're baby mamas. Maybe not only people when they marry fully, they suffer for pregnancy. Because I see no reason why you think that pregnancy is delicious. She will foretell the girl, go born the pikin come. Like, you know how shocking it is for you to not be sending her prayer in the morning, like 12 a.m. You send her, I'm praying for you. They say, when you do psychoanalysis, oh my God, there's a way you love somebody and you send them gift, they'll burn it. So that the day she leaves is the day that he doesn't know she's leaving.
Nigerians.
When he's relaxed, when he's like, my wife has forgiven me. She goes out, he goes, and maybe he goes for vacation, comes back, she has cleaned the entire house, changed all the electrical fitting, messed this thing. She had suffered too much to live the way she did. Because that guy had stood her up on the altar before. Maje has stood that Toke up. Toke has gone through a lot. They have planned wedding. She showed up, he didn't show up. I like the fact that most times people say, oh, Yoruba demon. Ijo people are weird.
What do you mean?
Ijo? Me, I'm from South.
So, which part of Ijo are you? Ondo State, Abi Delta?
No, I'm from River State.
River State.
They are just lucky to their life. They don't complain. They sit and they talk. When they talk outside, there's something you go through that you will not have word to say. Toke loves this guy to madness.
So Toke said in her book, I didn't read the book, my wife did. She said the guy gave her STDs, I think.
Oh yeah.
You still have the same opinion that she should have stayed in that situation?
The fact that you're staying in a marriage doesn't mean you're sleeping with the person. But she had to do something that would match the energy. And that guy, I feel like he flopped Toke a lot, because if he knew that he would be on radio by this time, the two of them would have used podcast to finish us. Podcast and accent. Because he has
an accent. The guy had accent.
Jesus. All this shrine. The two of them
shrine.
They'll be doing power couple.
So Toke has been practicing for a long time.
Hey, they would have used Nedu is joking. Those two people would have finished us.
Wow.
I feel like most of these people need to suffer some things. Maybe they'll be like, oh babe, talk about the time that somebody came and got pregnant for you, but we survived the marriage or whatever. And then people listening to them, I guess. Because
so they would have finessed us with their story. They would have survived this and finessed with their story.
If they survived it, they would have they will make a lot of money.
Wow.
And she was doing marriage matter. But the thing with Toke, where people say she's better off now, is because she started dating sugar daddy.
Well, everybody disagree. We say no, that's wild.
Wild now. You need to be wicked sometimes, because she went through hell. Sometimes when I look back, the way she left so unceremoniously.
Well, she's the Kim Kardashian of Nigeria. She blew up with her book from that story. Well, she didn't have a sex tape, but that book now, that's when she became more popular. Right? The
book is that she should not have even written it that time. If she had held on now, that book right now would have been more. She's
popping right now. She has products.
It's good she left though. Don't misquote me.
Okay, all right.
The time she left, she should not have left there. She should have taken me. I'm a firm believer in do me, I do you.
Now, before I go into because Bumi is here, my G Bumi is here. Let me ask you this question, right? You can hang out, by the way. If you had a son, and would you? And she's falls in love with the Toke Makinwa, exactly who she is today. Would you object to it if you had the opportunity? Would you object to it?
Okay, because of who she is now, and my
Who
son
she is today.
loves her.
Your son is 27. Toke is like, I think she's 40 or something like that.
My child, for me, I don't know, like, you know, my own since the day left. My son is not marrying before 30. Because I don't used to play that.
Okay, so let's do 31. Your son is 31.
31 and she's like 40 something. Never ever in your life will you even bring that gist to me. I don't used to, like, I'm a very straightforward person. What I like, I like. What I don't like, I don't like. I'm not trying to tell you that I will see a reason why. But nobody's elderly daughter should come near my young child.
Anyway,
Nobody's elderly daughter should come near. Like, you're 40 something, my child is 31. Say, mommy, we're in love. What's the meaning of that? Or you skin and pursue you. I don't mean that I'm not well. I will chase you away from.
So he insists you won't show up to the wedding.
Would there be a wedding? I said I'm a Rivers guy. I'm from Okrika. I'm not well. There will not be a wedding. I will not show up. I will show up.
Let me guess. You go and tie to get Mark. You so.
Tie her now.
Remember the guy who said, the lady who said she should tie. She should have tied this.
One. My
Oh
son.
Lord.
One. Somebody's for. You know that's child abuse. This child that I almost died to give birth to.
It's not child. It's 31. That's grown man.
I should come near my child like that, please. Let's be respecting ourselves. I'll be telling him.
Okay. All right. Hold on, Asy. Hang in. Bumi, what's up, Bumi?
Hi, I'm on the first stage. Oh, how are you?
How you doing, stranger? You visit us today.
Hey, Mike, stranger.
You're not
I'm
stranger.
fine,
You're not
how are you?
stranger. I'm capping. So, all right. How you doing?
I did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, I don't even know. All my thoughts are, let me speak English like you, combobulated at this point.
Discombobulated.
But can you mirror
Are
me
you
back?
scared? Let me ask like
Okay.
this first. Are you scared yet, or you're not scared? You just pray for her.
Scared of who? Of
For Sharon.
Sharon, scared?
Yeah.
No, I'm not scared. I wish her the best. I don't know how to be scared. And all these things,
We don't know. We all don't know her. We're just saying what we see now. She's a celebrity.
I just know that she knows what she's doing.
Okay.
There's no way. There is no way women will have intuition. There's no way she didn't know. And if let's stop saying this Jesus baby, me say I be Jesus baby. There's no way you can be that
Your
naive
body
and you don't
2.0.
know.
Your
And
body
there's no way
2.0.
My bro, there's no way. Like even if like is one married, one failed marriage, things happen. But that would lead you to want to know more. Make sure, because you can't be too sure, but you want to make sure that you've done your due diligence, right? Due care. You've dotted all your I's and you've crossed all your T's. So she knew. To what extent I don't know, but she knew. And to Asy's point, that wedding was uncalled for. I was of the opinion that she should have just done 5-year anniversary.
Yes,
When they
me
reach a
too.
milestone, they should.
Me
There's
too.
no point to, because I know her. I know that she's a good actress. I've never heard her name dragged through the mud. But I don't know how to have all this money. And it's her money. If she wants to spend it, that's her problem. But I don't know. Like, she don't need to show off. There's nothing she needs to show. I was just on Instagram Street and I seen the packages she had for her bridesmaid. What was inside was like the J Malone perfume. That perfume is like averaging $350 Canadian. Maybe in US is $320. That's not small money. And she had that many bridesmaids. She had jewelries there. She had.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, just care package for her bridesmaids. Oh. Then you imagine all the money. It's too much for me.
I remember that video. Yeah.
And I know that people will be like, it's not your money, but for me, the way I see money is that people that have it don't need to show it like that.
I think this
right?
the sister-in-law praying for her here. I think the sister-in-law was praying for her in this spot, right? Asy, is that true? I think somebody was praying for her. Oh, bridesmaid. Okay. But there was another video where the sister-in-law was praying for
just
her.
hailing her that she loves her.
Hill. It was a hill. You're right. You're right.
Me
Go
say,
ahead,
if I'm
Bumi.
Mr. Steinler, I go hail am because I don't see jackpot.
Yeah, continue, Bumi. Continue.
Yeah. So I was just trying to say I felt that she didn't need to do all that. Like, I get maybe she wants an elaborate marriage, but she could have just done one and then leave the other. Especially knowing the background or knowing what what
Yeah.
she knows about her husband. She knows. To the extent of what she knows, I don't know, but she knows
So
there's
so
no
so
way.
Bumi, if you knew, let's say it was you, if you knew, do you think if you didn't know everything at all, you would at least have doubts? As a woman, can you speak to that? Would you have, if this was you, right? And the person would you be able to pick up cues that there's something you're doubting? I don't know if you understand the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah. Like, would I be able to read the room and just be like, let me? Yeah, I think so. I think so. And this is where you need to have like a good circle of friends or mentors or
Friends,
people you look up to,
discernment.
right? People exactly. It's people that you can be like, okay, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel this way. Why do I feel this way? This is where you need to explore all your emotions, everything. Because
Yeah.
I get that, the timeline of the relationship when they met is quick, long distance. You don't know the person. It takes a while, even when you get married. It takes a while for you to see the true color of the person, right? So you need people, elders at the table or at the gate, people that have been in it, people that will bring you down to earth and be like, yes, maybe what you're feeling is actually correct, or let's do some ground check, let's do some background check.
Right.
I will do that. I will, especially if I have something to lose, because every woman has something to lose. Because the women we don't want to, no
Yeah.
woman, no right thinking woman wants to get married and then divorce later.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
plan.
That's not the
Then
plan. People don't set out to
you
do
now
that.
marry. Thank you. Then you now marry as a celebrity. You throw that lavish. You spend that money. Man of person, that money. If I convert it for this Canada where I go pay down payment for like one
Yes,
house
so.
or what two for hey, Lord I beg you.
Yep.
No. So you do that kind of investment. I don't know if people are not thinking of it that is an investment.
It
Everything is an
is.
investment.
It is.
So the relationships you cultivate, even what you're doing on YouTube, all these hours that you're always online is investment. It's not easy. Something has to give. So I won't just throw that investment away like that. No. So I will look into it. I will question. I will invite pastor. You see that as Pastor Bola was praying for her. I will say this is how I feel. So it's not like say at the grace when when Fan Yash Oko say see waiting not happen or see waiting not occur. You understand? So I will run it. I will check it. So it's actually valid. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. What? Asy,
Let's come to
discernment. Would you be able to pick this up, even if you didn't know the facts? Because the guy would tell a version of his story, of course, to her. Would you have been able to pick it up? That there's something like maybe doubts or something.
you know that she visited him only once, and then the next time is pre-wedding, according to the timeline that they're giving us.
Once.
She went to LA once now. I don't know if she stayed 2 weeks or 1 month. But she
Ah.
went in December. When did she shoot Oloture? All the timeline of the picture she was having here. And the next time she went to LA, I think Doppe F&R, the designer, was there. They went to the mountains for pre-wedding and all of that. And I think they went to another vacation spot. So she, technically, that's why somebody had said, if you allow your heart lead first, you will not know. She would not have known. But her problem was impatience.
Yeah,
Once you're in
impatience.
love, she would
Yeah.
have settled down and dated this guy.
Yeah,
And
take your
this guy is
time.
young.
You
And
can even smash. You can do everything because that tongue kiss she was doing there is not the first time they're doing a Jesus baby. It's not the first time. You've been doing it already. Take your time.
chill, chill, just chill. She was licking his face, and we agree.
That's not the first time they did that.
Just chill. That's the thing. Because if she stayed till December, we will not fault her and say she rushed in. We'll say the man was a scammer that hid his past. Do you understand? That's the
Yeah.
thing, because it was more of her people, and I wasn't seeing his people. You understand? I wasn't seeing his friends. Your Dogu, you need to have Houston-based guys that are pulling weight. People
Yeah.
like you that cannot be intimidating your entire groomsmen train. They didn't spray shit. They didn't spray anything. Just bought a briefcase of money. And then I'm like, hope you're not going to make this girl start pulling in her weight a lot in this marriage. Because they look all these things. So we have to be sharp. We have to look at these things. It's not easy.
You have to.
You
You
have
have
to,
to.
because even if it's your sister, you want to look at it, and then as much as we will say, oh, the money is plenty that she has spent, understand that we Nollywood, then you have to make certain sacrifices. That it's not, there's the right way things are done, and there's the logical way things are done.
Yeah.
If she looks at herself and says, you know what, I've spent this money, I must have my children in this marriage. You know, there are people that think like that. I'll have my kids.
The friends were quite engaged. They seemed like they were engaged with the whole thing from way before planning the wedding. You saw how Bisola was crying.
Somebody say, "Oh God, your people are funny." Somebody say, "How would they spray Asy? They are tired. This is the fourth wedding."
That's OJ. That's messed up.
Like this.
They're like, this guy is on another mission agenda. We have no idea what he's doing. So I beg, leave us out of this.
Leave us out. We cannot pay money for you every year.
Yeah. So I think the smile on her face is authentic, but just because it's authentic doesn't mean it's backed by what? How do I say? I think she likes the attention. I think
this guy
she might not be able to tell, but she likes the attention more than actually trying to do the right thing.
This guy is very loving. Look at the way he's loving. This guy
is a fine boy.
He's really loving.
Which is the more reason why you should have. By the time you're getting close to the wedding, okay, the pastors. Okay, so people like Sharon Ooja. That's her name, right? Osha.
Yeah, Ooja.
Osha. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, people like her, they keep going to these certain types of pastors, and those pastors are also celebrities themselves. They have access because if you go to any of those mega churches, they will give you a special seat because you're a Sharon, right? Yeah, this Jesus babies. Maybe it's time to start paying attention. You know, I know you because I really feel like they want to do the right thing. You know, but then Afeaye, how do you say that in English? The love will never call in. The love of the world, the love of money, the love of all the aesthetic. You have these things are powerful. They are strongholds.
Yeah,
they would take you on. No matter, even when you're intentional, you still have to keep checking those kind of things because we like what we like as human beings. So you have to have other people, accountability partners that will check you. Like, am I thinking right? Especially considering the level of status you're in society as a Sharon. A guy is coming out of nowhere in California, no footprints anywhere on the social media.
Yeah, he has disabled his LinkedIn too. You can't see him.
Of course. And it's a terrible scam. It's a terrible scam artist, by the way. Because if he's a good scam artist, he would have cleaned those things up before.
He did. That's why he used Ugo. He didn't use
yeah, but they will trace that. There's alias everywhere in every county in this country. They will find it. You know?
It's crazy. I feel like the pastor likes the idea of being the pastor of most of the celebrities.
It's high profile. The pastors are guilty of the same thing. They like the high profile thing.
He's the pastor of most of the celebrities, and then when you have celebrities in your church, you have to still be as stern about their Christian walk as you would
the pastors are guilty of the same. That's why you see how they cut their. I'm guilty of the same thing. I need attention here. We're in business. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have accountability partner, people that will cross balance sheet for you, make sure you're not going mad, because attention is a double-edged sword. It can destroy you. You know, most of the sermon is about single girls marrying this period. So I can understand when one of your daughters God when testimony his husband. Me, if I'm the pastor, I'll be like, I better marry the guy, bring him, I'll marry you. Let me rest. I know it's only Bisola that is remaining. Yeah.
The pastor is just like
sorry, this guy and Pastor K, who is more popular? Pastor
K is more popular, but he's refined. He's been doing this for a long time.
He's a celebrity pastor.
This is a celebrity pastor.
The young celebrity influencer pastor, so to speak. Most of the young influencers.
What about Pastor Paula the Pharisee? I thought that was the celebrity pastor.
Natu, why are you inside on the stage twice now? Natu, I see you.
Oh. Sorry, is it twice?
Yeah, you are here twice.
Was back then.
Drop.
They're tired of
how can you take one out? I don't even know.
Okay, I'll take the one you're not talking on right now out. All right, let's bring Natu to the stage. Natu is here. Talk to us, Natu. I'll take the other one out.
Yeah, first of all, I have to give a special shout out to Asy. I'm a big fan. I've been following her for years. So I'm like, Asy is here. We don't need to come on stage. You just be at the backstage listening. Our madam is here. She just analyze it for us. Asy, we're glad to have you on the Prestige Farm.
Thank you so much.
But Mobi, let me tell you something that my pastor will always say, right? So my pastor said that he made an analysis once. I said most times, some people will not tell them that they've gotten somebody that they want to marry until they finish doing everything. Then they'll come and tell them and say, Pastor, I want to marry. So my pastor now said that after you finish everything, I come and tell us what to marry. What do you want me to do? Tell you how to marry the person. I'll pray for you and say, God will help you. Because that's what people do. Do you understand? So sometimes we blame the pastor, but these people go and do whatever they're doing at the back. One day I don't know, I'll bring it to the pastor. What's the pastor supposed to do?
Yeah. It's tough. That's why I can't blame the pastor. That's why, see the way I said that, right? It's attention. Without attention, all of us cannot accomplish anything. That's number one.
Right.
But attention is a double-edged sword. If you have market, you are selling. And it's getting big and big. Pastor K would know this. That's why they have somebody will say, why do they need all those, what did I do for Pastor K the other time? What do you call that thing when I volunteered? What do you call that thing? When you help him carry... Protocol, right? So why do these people need protocol? They need protocol because with so much attention comes certain things that you rather filter, That's part of what it is, So, but in the same token, if they're helping some of these girls are just... Like I said, this Jesus baby thing is a new thing. Every time there's a new thing that comes, like it has its downside, and they need people to be helping them to mitigate those downside. I love the idea of tune shop, Jesus baby, body 2.0. You love Jesus. I love it, but they need to be careful because they will be finessed. The devil is not resting. The devil will never rest. Right?
No, you won't rest.
Yeah, so... Like
I said in Brother Ben's show today, the stuff that I saw about this guy online, like when I went to check today, they're not there.
You said what?
Part of the stuff that I saw about her husband online 2 days ago, right? When I went today to check, it wasn't there again.
Yeah, because they are partying everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Damage control. Yeah. They won't be able to rest right now. Yeah.
He has to clean up because this will affect his credit score. It will affect a lot of things, even to his job.
They might even get fired at work because they don't want that kind of attention.
They don't want it.
Nigerians will email your CEO. Nigerians are very...
Don't get us started with Ninja Turtles. Anyway.
I will never have joy. That was a trap. That was a trap.
It was a trap.
What's this guy's name? Akin Alabi married Efe Irele. Till tomorrow, there was no picture. She's the second wife. One of those Nollywood people.
The Nollywood people. That?
Akin Alabi married
Akin Alabi. Yeah.
As a second wife.
Yeah.
There was no picture. She's wearing her ring.
I was with the lie.
Yeah. Anyway, me, I have to round up on time today. Let me see. First of all, let me do a quick shout out to...
Somebody said someone has muted his colleague.
Yeah, they will. It's only a matter of time. There's enough jobless people on the internet. Trust me.
And when we are
Nigerians, you can trust them.
It doesn't go up to Nigerians. It could be anybody. When Nigerian, there's a lot of people that follow Nollywood because of Netflix now. We have the Afrobeat, so it could be anybody. It's going to be in their camp right now. They're going to need some level of damage control. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'll talk about that in my roundup monologue. But let me hear from... Thank you so much, Bumi. Bumi, thank you. Because I want to round up today. Let's see here. Let me bring Enlightening. Enlightening is here. Enlightening, talk to us. What's going on, Enlightening? Talk to us. Enlightening?
Sorry, I can hear you now. Sorry, I was muted.
Hi, Enlightening. I know you have something on your mind. Talk to me. What's going on? How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me. I'm kind of late to the party, but I have a few questions that really, really bugs me about this whole scenario. That, this woman have gotten married to this man. Did she do her due diligence? One of the first questions, my ears pricked up when she said, I prayed to God to give me a man, and I found this man.
Right.
So is she trying to tell me that God enabled her to marry a man that was not single?
It could be anything. It could be this is the path that God wants her to go through so that she can become the person she needs to be, a woman of purpose.
Please.
No. You see this bro code. It's becoming sis code now.
Please.
This is becoming sis code. Because no, sir.
That is funny. It could be anything,
No, I don't agree. Because I don't like the scenario that we are clearly seeing.
No, it's not.
Hold on, wait, let the lightning go. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we are clearly seeing what is going on here. I mean, we can read in between the lines. But they are packaging this and presenting it to young people. And this is what people are going to be saying, God, why?
We don't know. The reality, what you and I know is that we don't know. That's what you and I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of, but we also know, if you're a person of faith, you also know that God's way is not always our way. But that doesn't mean we can't learn from this. Because remember, that's why we do this session anyway. We can absolutely learn from this. We just want to make sure we're not judgmental. Because we don't learn from being judgmental.
No.
Everybody knows what's right and what's wrong. Yeah. Hey, baby, I'm online, okay? I'll come upstairs in a second. Yeah. So that's the thing. So we just gotta keep that at the back of our mind. But there's a lot we can learn from this. Like I've been saying, the Jesus baby thing is something that we're going to talk more about, because I'm a church boy and I see that this is going to spread wide very soon. Many of them are following
the whole concept of Jesus baby. Okay, so that was another thing I was asking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what they're trying to say is you can live your life as recklessly as you want to live, and then when you decide you want to marry, all of a sudden you're converted and bam, you're Jesus baby. You get husband.
My sister.
That's right.
No, body too. You have to be a body too, and it's okay to do BBL, and it's okay
that's what I'm saying. That's my point exactly. So what are we learning? What are we learning here? What is the example we're setting here?
So these people are not necessarily our examples. The lesson today is really about who did you marry?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it's about. Are you going to know a person completely? No, for the rest of your life, you're going to continue to know them. But there's a certain bare minimum that you should know.
There is a bare minimum. I mean, this is like what am I saying? It's like a deja vu. Let's say the same thing with Portia Williams. You know exactly what you're going into. You know this man's history. You're the fifth wife. But you're coming to present this as being his piece. I am going to be this. Is there something special in you? Can you tell me that there's something special in you that's going to make this man change for the fifth instance? And not only that, I know what it takes for you to go through a marriage and the marriage ends and for you to move on. This man married in December 2022. Are you trying to tell me that he built a relationship and married by July 2024 and he has already been done with the previous relationship? There's so many questions here that I'm like, let's not put this as a benchmark. This is red flag. No, I mean, this is not red flag. This is a red banner.
I had about 20 questions.
A red signboard.
I only touched one so far.
Yeah.
There's so many questions. You know? So I had 20, literally. I've only touched one thus far. So I didn't even get to the main topic, which is who did you marry? This is the first time I will say it in 2 hours. So trust me, the only thing I can tell people, ultimately, the lesson here is work on yourself so that your discernment spirit can be sharp. If you work on yourself, you can pick apart a Ugo from 10,000 miles away.
It is worrying. It is worrying, though, that you see this is like the thing that people see, what they push to the front. Look at the image is. So nobody in their right senses would look at this and say, oh my God, I don't want this, because look at how it has been glamorized.
Exactly.
Everybody will be saying, God, why?
Everybody will want to be a part of this. They want their own to be as beautiful.
Their own to be even better. I mean, I think this is now becoming a trend. Who's going to have the most lavish, most expensive wedding? It doesn't matter if I bought my engagement ring, paid my bride price, I have a husband, so I'm going to marry him. You see what I mean? It's becoming, I mean...
did you see the one that got proposed yesterday with two engagement rings?
Yes, I saw that. Okay. So I'm like, it's like, who is going to outshine whom? It's becoming ridiculous.
The pressure is real.
Yeah.
Painting an unrealistic picture of love.
It is very unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
As much as I will tell you,
the Teddy BG that has the billions to buy the 2 engagement rings, why did he not buy the 2 engagement rings?
You never hear Chioma call David.
Never.
So in a weird twisted way right now, Chivido might be a better example.
It don't like don't
Well,
compare. I don't like comparing. Everybody
okay,
will
so yeah, I would say Chivido might be a better example in the
however,
aspect of you have your wealth. You didn't come here to display and see how rich I am. You're coming to celebrate love. Fair and fine.
I think
You
I think I
understand?
no,
think I
it's
think I
about
think it's a
even
big ass topic that we have to pick
knowing
apart.
No, we do.
Yeah.
it's about
Yeah.
even knowing that as much as sometimes couples come to us and let me just say this open, I'm sure that people are here. It's not every wedding you see on Bella Nigeria that they just came. Bella Nigeria can contact me that they're interested in the love story of my clients. There are people that come to me and say, I want to trend. And then
I want to trend.
yes,
Sounds like Vicky James.
No,
It
but
is
the thing about this, ma'am,
wedding
is
planner.
can I
Can
ask
make it
you a
happen.
question? These people that want to, because again, like with Vicky James, she has put herself in a tight corner. She cannot and would not shake from where she is because she has put out a perfect picture.
No, that Anita put out a perfect picture and left. It's
Wait,
about
who's
balls.
Anita? I beg. Who's
I
Anita?
don't. Who is
Come on,
Anita
please.
Anita?
House left in 3 months. It's about
Okay.
having balls to do it. Her
Yeah,
wedding was
I know, but then that's what I'm saying. Like this for me personally,
Sorry, I didn't get that.
absolutely.
Who is Anita?
Anita Browse.
Anita who?
She's a
The only
makeup
Anita I know is
Manuel Ikwebeze.
oh, I don't know the person.
Yeah.
I was thinking
When I
Davido
was
side chick, but go ahead.
when I was okay, okay. The point I was trying to make was oh god, it's gone out of my head now.
Let's do this. I'm hanging out now. I created more time. Let me go to. I'll come back. We'll go back around again. Let's go to Issa Moore. Issa Moore is here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, talk to me, my G. What's going on?
Everything, I mean, I joined not too long ago, about 20 or 15 minutes ago, and the things I'm hearing is mind-boggling. Like, I'm not sure. I think I need to replay this episode and hear everything from the start and catch up with what is going on. But,
Okay. I'm listening. Oh, I think she got cut off. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, talk to me. Yeah, I'm listening.
I said someone I love so much is on your show, so I called to say hello to that person.
Oh,
Asy
Asy.
Darlyn.
Oh, thank you so much.
When I heard your voice, I did not hear your name. I said,
we're making waves. We're making waves.
Asy, I've been following her for a long time. I've been following you for a long time, and I really, really, really do love you. Well done for everything you're doing. You are a wise woman.
Thank you so much.
You're very wise. So I just called to say hello to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right,
My name
great.
is Esther, by the way.
All right, thank you, Esther.
All right, Esther, talk soon. Bye.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back in the conversation. Let's see. Who just dropped off? Okay, I think Bumi dropped off. All right, so Asy, they love you. So we're gonna come and drag it out on your platform. Do you do live session?
Thank you. Is that my shopper? That's my personal shopper.
Shopper helper.
Thank you so much. Is that my personal shopper or someone is using her name? Shopper helper, yeah.
Never know. Somebody was using Man of Prestige on my platform, on Auntie B's platform earlier.
Unless somebody's using her name, but if not, that's her. That's my personal shopper. She's fantastic. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, OJ.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So let's do a quick fire round. Let's get some last words. Let me go with enlightening.
Thank you. Thank you. He's the one.
Enlightening. Give me your last word. What's your overall take on this? Because I feel like you have some contentions with this whole thing, particularly with lessons. What can we learn from this?
It's not necessarily contention. I think I've got a lot of misgivings because this should not be what we are looking up to. I know that a lot of people are going to be seeing this and they're going to be like, God, why, and everything. This is not the example. This is not how we choose our life partner. There are lessons that we learn. You have to know a man. I mean, this girl said they got engaged 2 months after. Do you know a man who's been married 4 times before and is possibly still married to his ex-wife, getting engaged to you Do you know him enough? I mean, what is in you that's gonna change him and make him a better person? He tried it 4 times before and it didn't work. So my thing is, it's not about the wedding; it's about the marriage. Yeah. So I mean, this is beautiful. She had a beautiful wedding. She's a beautiful girl.
Right.
Everything worked. Everything looked wonderful. But then, are you building your happiness on someone else's tears? From the evidence, it looks that way.
What do you mean by that? On someone else's tails?
Tears.
What does that mean?
I mean, from whoever was talking about his ex, how heartbroken she is, and the debt she's been left in because he left her in debt, and now he's throwing this big lavish wedding.
Okay, all right.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's just me there. That's my stand.
I'll hear you. I'll have a take on that when I'm rounding up.
All right.
Thank you for sharing so much. I appreciate you and let me.
Me too.
All right, talk soon. All right, let's go to Natu. Talk to me, Natu. Natu.
Hola. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, talk to me.
I think everybody has practically said everything, honestly speaking. But like I have said earlier, like she did what she wanted to do before she let people go. So they probably even did the court wedding before the whole world knew. So even if people started saying things, there's little or nothing people can do about it at that time. You understand? And also, like Asy said earlier, if she had known all of these things, would she still want to have a lavish wedding? If I were her, no, I wouldn't. If I still love my guy and I think that we're a work in progress and I want to work towards that part, I'm just like, you know what, I'll keep it low after 5 years and do. But because she wants to prepare them gang some people, okay, and the rest of them. So that's why she has to do all of this to show that the Dogu Celeste have been telling you guys he has money. So I can bring my money by the side and put it under the table for him to collect and pass to the waiter. So that they don't know that I'm the one that paid for the food. So that's what it is. So I think she went a little bit too extra. I think she was trying to show off because you do small wedding, you do big wedding and wedding. You understand? Wedding and wedding. And like Asy said, if you do like no need to impress anybody. So that's why people are comparing and saying one was too rowdy. You don't mind, you don't even care if they do IV. May everybody just get something. You understand? So he didn't have to prove anything to anybody, but she has a lot to prove. And also about the destiny, I'm not gonna lie. I think I noticed that about the destiny. I saw one of those shows and I'm like, you don't look like an Adogo click. This your I don't want to be rude, but I swear to God.
You're rude because you're rude.
Very rude.
No. Asy, wait.
I saw the show. Like, bro, no.
You saw it too. Oh, it's not limit. Because let me tell you something, MOP. You see these American guys that used to live here and go and marry girls in Nigeria. There's a way they dress. You know they are show. There's a way they come correct. When I saw that guy's show, I said, no, bro. I know you can hire groomsmen too. You can hire groomsmen, you can hire bridesmen. So those groomsmen, they look higher to me. I'm not going to lie, I'm sorry.
That's 100% hired. Maybe his family members in the village.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Jesus. Yeah. Odogu in the Poto.
Yeah.
Hey, voila.
And also, before I go, just to let you guys know, we're having 50% off on my website, and I have extra 10% for Bodo Farm.
All right, so let me post that real quick.
I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it on the chat when you fill it up.
Okay, but you also have it on your Instagram page, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you can reach out to Natu here.
Asy, thank you for coming for gracing our stage today.
Okay, thank you so much, Natu. Thank you.
All right, Natu. Let's go to Bumi. Talk to me, Bumi. Let me copy Auntie B. Ọmọ Igbo tó gbọ́ Yorùbá bí kí báwo ṣe máa ń sọ.
Ọmọ Yorùbá tó gbọ́ Igbo.
Tó gbọ́ Igbo. Ó ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá tó gbọ́ Igbo ni okay, anyone, anyhow.
Anyone, I'm both. So my closing words are just to women, basically that if you feel if you feel a bed or you feel this type of bed, what type of bed do, pool, jacuzzi, just be prepared to lie on it. And please, let's not idolize any of these people. Because I won't even lie, even me that I'm not single, I was feeling the pressure. It was worse. Lord have, and you know what? You're
about to pressure bros into anniversary Rugbodinho.
And one thing is that Nigeria is patriarchy, right? So it tends to favor men. So you can imagine women in their late 20s and they're already panicking. So you jump into situations that you're not ready to handle.
So please, let's not look at these people. These people are not the average.
Yeah.
Especially women, because we have more to lose. You are the one that's going to be pregnant. You're the one that's going to be stuck with a child. You're the one that they would label quote and unquote single mom. Please don't let's use these types of people, trauma and I'm not saying they are bad. It's just that their situation does not happen 9 times out of 10 to the average Nigerian or the average woman. This is not the ideal. So that situation is just bad all around. It's not a good situation to be in, from my opinion. And I will not advise my enemy, my friend. I won't advise anybody. I don't care how the love is doing you. That love it go finish. If they get expiry date. So that's what I was going to say. Thank you.
Definitely have to be careful. Yeah. Thank you, Bumi. Talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. We have, of course, we still have Asy gracing on stage today. We appreciate her. Uncle Beno, talk to me, sir. You came last minute.
Hey,
Uncle
MOP.
Beno. Yes, sir.
MOP Alpha.
I do.
Asy Darlyn, how you doing, my sister?
Very well, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome to Prestige Farm. We appreciate your presence. MOP, of course, you know where I go there at this time. I just wanted to mention one thing real quick. That's why I hopped in.
Yeah.
I know when this conversation gets to the pastors, the moment the conversation gets to the pastors, we kind of turn it down. We kind of turn it down.
Yeah. When we were talking about the celebrity pastors, right?
Yes.
Right.
We kind of turn it down. You see, if we're going to fix all this problem and actually protect girls, men, everybody generally in Nigeria, I think it's time we start holding people responsible for what they claim they offer as a service. Okay? Now, why am I bringing the issue of these pastors back? Sharon seems to be a very good girl, a very lively girl. She has done so much for herself. And if they say they are Jesus baby or whatever, I think what they are just saying is that, okay, I'm a wicked person, I'm a baddie, but at the same time, I'm still serving God. Now, one of the reasons we go to church is for guidance, isn't it? And if you're going to be married, definitely your pastor got to be involved in the process. At least for, in some churches, about 6 months, in some churches, 3 months. Why is this pastor not seeing the red flags?
That's a good question.
Why is he not seeing the red flag? You see, I'm sorry to say, I know this might kind of come across to some of our viewers now, those who especially are fond of pastors a lot. I'm sorry, but we have to call these things out. The job of a pastor is to protect the sheep. You protect your congregation. You are supposed to be a man of high discernment, spiritual discernment. You are supposed to see beyond the ordinary. But in the case of this lady now, because I have the gut feeling that from the moment they step out of that reception and people started posting all this information, Sharon is probably crying somewhere now. Like, what have I done?
It's probably rough for her
What have I done? What is going on?
Who did I marry? 50 series episode coming on TikTok.
So you feel me? So I just wanted to point that thing out. If we don't start calling people out for shady things that they are doing, generally there is no way Nigeria will be okay. Once we keep on giving them cutting slacks for them, say, he's a pastor, you know, he might not. No, cut the BS out.
Are you saying that you want to touch the anointed?
Which anointed? Same poverty anointed driven pastor.
Touch not my anointed.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. Many of these folks are not pastors. These are orators. Let's just call it what it is. Majority of these guys, only few of them are called by God. Majority of them, they are into the word more than every other person. Somebody left it in the chat right now. I saw it in the chat somewhere where somebody said, have you seen that pastor's wife? That the pastor's wife herself is dressing like the Jesus baby, all these things that they are doing.
Pastor, I don't follow Pastor Bolaji, but I just know that he's a celebrity pastor.
Yeah, but okay, should we have what is called celebrity pastor? Let's be frank.
Uncle Beno, the issue I have with this where this conversation is going is that it's subjective. some people, there's a deeper life person right now is going to be enjoying what you're saying, okay? And the body babies are going to, where are we going with this? You see what I'm saying? Everybody's taste is different, right? Remember the pastor, the one that just got fired from Lekki? What's their name? Right? So that pastor's wife is not the original standard of redeemed Christian. The world is evolving. So when we're going to judge any of that, we have to move carefully, because we can clearly see that this one is a Jesus baby. The kind of pastor that we're trying, probably the wife will probably look something like that too, right? But let's go back to your conversation with regards to, did they do any kind of counseling? Did they monitor them? Like, these are probably mega churches, right?
Meaning they should overlook that. Is that what that means? MOP?
No, if you go to
churches, they should just forget the protocol.
No, it's not that. We should just have realistic expectations around a mega pastor. There's only so many people that they can monitor. Okay, the best they can do. I can also tell you for free that the doctrines of those mega churches are not like the deeper life, where they walk you through everything, or they are doing pregnancy tests. Their own is they will take you to a class.
Old time faith. This our new style need they work. It's not working again.
So the old style faith, if you walked, how come where we are right now? What happened to it?
No. See, there's a little reverence. We are not saying that we were bad. We didn't turn out as bad as we think we did. Because back then, like when they let's use that Lekki pastor for example.
Right, she jubo me. I think they said she jubo me.
Empathy, and I talked about it. I was in fact, that was the only video I have on TikTok. I was like, I can't stand this. You cannot bring flavor. Flavor sang you looking yash. It's not going to work.
That one is extreme, right?
Thank you. That's extreme.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't care
extreme.
who
Yeah.
you are. Before redeem, if
we shouldn't bring flavor into the church. It's not necessary.
Send you to go and wash toilets for 3 months. You will tie your hair.
If it was the 90s, right? You will sit in front of the church with your shame too.
If you hold a boy's hand and they find you in a back corner, you will go to prayer group. You will be praying. See, it's not that we said that those steps were like the best, but there was a little fear, a little like we fear God small. We change ringtone right now. If the pastor is embracing it, why will I remove flavor from my ringtone? If you, pastor, you go bring her for your birthday.
Thank you.
Gradually, we are pushing things away. I'm not saying that it was holistic, but at least let us have small reverence when we come. Before
I like the idea. I think most people can agree with reverence.
Before people say Jesus baby, before you have to be a real Jesus baby. You don't throw the word like that. They carry Jesus, they play. Are you drunk?
Every tout right now in the streets of Lagos, they are also born again.
Everybody's Jesus baby.
but that goes to tell you, human beings evolve, and that's what's going on. So you might call it they're devolving, but we can look at the results we're generating. We can focus on it from the standpoint of the results. Do we like the results we're generating? I can agree with you guys on that the results are no good. We need standard. We need some kind of structure around doctrine, around what we do, because if you don't have that, people will move mad and they will call it the same name, and then you'll be confused, So
men that will suffer, because if all the girls are Jesus baby now, I need to go pray to find spirit of discernment.
Men go collect.
That's Jesus baby. It will confuse you. Hey, they play. You should be praying, no? Especially those of you in Lagos.
Kubeno, let me finish sharing your thoughts, Yare. Where you go?
Yeah, might not be. I'm right here.
Okay. So you're saying we should be holding men of God accountable.
Exactly.
See, we have to be careful with that. If you do you know Dr. Kingsley? Not Dr. Pastor Kingsley, right?
Yes.
The wife, she's decently dressed. Okay? There's a Jesus baby somewhere right now that's saying her makeup is too much. Right now. Okay?
See, MOP, what I'm saying is not basically about how they dress or something. We know that.
No, I just give it as an example, right? Yeah. Just in terms of lifestyle. That's what we're talking about, right? When it comes to lifestyle, it gets very. So if we go back to this pastor, right? The answer to your question is that his doctrine I've gone to mega churches before. If you like the idea of a family church, that's not where you want to be. It's too big. It's too much going on. It's a corporation. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So the people fight to get closer to the pastor's office, which is at the very top. But that's how
So
it's set up.
Are we still in church then, or we are in a corporation where
it's what it
or
is.
we are in a business center?
It's what it is. Let's talk to ourselves. Should we go to those churches? Let's set proper expectations for ourselves. That's what we can do.
Period.
You know.
Period. I take that MOP.
Don't go to TD Jakes church and come and be telling you want to hold TD Jakes accountable. I'm confused with that.
Yeah, I just wanted to round up and say that, look, my thing is, let's call BS out when we say it. Do you know that all the nonsense that this guy did to Sharon right now, if that church has a very strict protocol for wedding, that guy would have been so scared to follow her to that church.
Very true.
Right.
Very true. Very
You get what I'm saying right now?
Right.
There are some churches that they will tell you, if you want to be married, bring your husband or bring your wife. We want to see their parent. We want to ask them what they are doing. We want to know where they are working, what they are doing. They will dig down. In fact, the churches will even go further than what your parents will literally do. Why? Because the church don't want to be associated with divorce.
No, but beyond that, Uncle Beno, some churches take it beyond what you're saying. I agree with you. Some churches now say you can't marry outside of our church. Are you aware of that?
Of course. It's all protocol everywhere now.
Okay.
They all have their protocol, but some of them have all this selfish protocol just to promote their business.
You can't marry outside. Once you marry outside, they will look at you funny. They look at you like you are carrying Igbe around. That's how they look at you.
Very true.
So all I'm just saying is that I don't know Sharon, like I said on my show this morning. I really don't know her, but as a brother to girls, as an uncle to other women too, I just feel the pain that girl will be going through right now, because it's like this her husband past has rubbished everything she did, all the fun, everything. She's now, she is now a very good product for content creators. In fact, she's a good news for content creators now. You do anything on that now, your channel will blow up. And this is not what she expected. And we have to at least sympathize with her, or empathize with her. We just have to try to be in her shoe. What is she feeling right now? This thing can be protected. And somebody said on Auntie B show, which I caught that too, I think they said it here too. Now that we are in a generation whereby once the daughter has money, she literally determine how she want to do her wedding, everything she want to do. The parents don't even do their background check anymore. This guy is a walking red flag. Let's just call it what it is. I know everybody is trying to sometimes give him soft landing, but we all the US here. We know what's up. This guy just took advantage of this girl. She just want to mess
we can agree
now.
that it's red flag. Red flag is just red flag. It means be careful, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree to that,
It's just annoying. My thing is just that pastor's angle, I think our pastors need to do better when it comes to investigating all this wedding, all this groom, all this bride. Check the background, look into it, ask some questions. If they want to go ahead after you have pointed out everything to them that, hey, Sharon, this guy, we can't find him online. Oh, we discovered this guy had 2 ex. So what is going on? Oh?
No, 3 ex-wives.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So
one white girl.
If the church did the right thing, if Sharon now say, well, he talked to me, he actually told me about it, and I think he's a changed man and he's actually in therapy, then fine, carry go. But at least the church will have warned her to know what to expect. And that friend, what is that one that they say from BBA, that Bishola or whatever is her name, that is not a kind of friend you want to have around.
Why not? Tell us why.
Nope.
Tell us why not.
That is a friend who is so empty upstairs.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Sorry. If you love your friend, sometimes you protect your friend by telling them the hardcore truth. That is just what it is.
So that's if she knows the truth, though. She has to know the truth before she can tell the truth, Uncle Beno.
Okay, MOP. Let me put it this way: man to man, right now, you and I, we are best friends. We are cool. We do everything together. I want to marry a girl. We wedding preparation, everything is at top gear. And then all of a sudden, you saw somebody posted something about the guy I want to marry. I say, hey, this guy has been married to 4 husbands before, or 3 husbands before. Each of those husbands, they buy. Will you go to that page and say it's a lie. Why are you dragging? Why are you saying this? Or will you call me as a friend? I said, Ben, I heard this, so it be like say we don't enter too much. What would you do? Let's just be
that.
What do you mean? It was, you're talking about pie. Why are we talking about pie?
okay. This guy, okay, not pie. The guy I want to marry has been married 3 times before, and I'm not aware of that. And
if you're not okay, so typically, let me answer the question. This is how that will go. Okay, if you're marrying a girl, you set a marriage date, right? And generally speaking, I'm not going to be digging up information about the girl you're marrying. I'm just going to go with how you introduce her to me, and we're just going to be enjoying life together. We hang out, I get to know her based off, I'll be building on top of how you introduce her to me. That's me, right? I won't go on Google and be Googling your girl's name. And if I did, I won't admit it. Okay, that's weird. Why would I be doing that?
So that means you won't tell me, right?
No, I will not be digging up information. If I find out, maybe by mistake, I find out now we can talk, right? Let's say I now find out, somebody says, that girl, I knew her. She's been married to about 3 people, right?
Okay.
And then my best friend didn't tell me or something. I'd be like, that's something I have to be very careful with. How I will handle that, I don't know. Unless I am his coach, his counselor, right? Then that will have to come up. But it's really none of my business. That's too.
So
that's
you
too,
just
I even have a
friend walk into
let
it
me
like
tell
that.
You. I even have friends that will call me. One of my best friends, but we're living apart now. One of my best friends from college, right? I just had a baby, but I know he wasn't married. I'm not asked like who did you have baby with? No, not necessarily. I'm not going into that because we are states apart. So if he wants to tell me, he would. So imagine something small like that. Imagine something so deep, like you've been married 3 times. It's really none of her business. You have to go with what the friend tells her.
Okay, but now she's enjoying the bass goes, the dragging that the friend is having now. The Bishola is enjoying it, right? Look, sometimes some people make friends with their enemy. Let's just be honest. Sometimes
but you can't call her enemy.
I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
A best friend that found out something that critical that cannot step here and say, babe, hey.
We don't know. First of all, Bisola is hosting. Bisola, what's the name of the show? A big ass show that she's hosting right now in Nigeria. I forgot the name of the show.
I go find her. Go leave my opinion.
No, wait now. She's huge. She came from the bottom, but she's huge now. Sharon is huge. When these people say they are friends, you have to really take that with a grain of salt, okay? They probably see each other once every 3 months. They might look like best friends because of this wedding right now. I think we are overbeating it. Honestly, I do. These are professional, Now, I will, in an ideal world, I agree with you, but you're talking about ideals. That's what I'm saying. She's hosting Family Feud. Thank you. That's a big deal. These are busy people at the end of the day. And most of us here listening to this are busy as well. And that's life now. We're not saying it's okay.
They are collecting the water now. Anyway, MOP, thank you. Make I did work. Make I quickly go round up my stuff. My sisters, thank you. Asy Darlyn, everybody in the house. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
All right, talk to Kumpeno. Let me bring BB's here. BB, talk to me. BB, what's on your heart? Sorry.
Hello, my brother.
How have you been? Where have you been?
A lot has been happening, but today is not about me.
Okay, Bale, good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Asy, how now?
I'm
good
fine.
To hear your voice.
So
good to hear your
Asy is hanging out with me. I don't know what I did though, but
can you imagine?
I'll take it.
You don't charge her money. You know you're not making job.
Who told you that? You don't know. Wait, but let's not say that. Let's not say that. Not yet. All right. But Asy, we have business to do. We'll talk about that behind the scenes. Okay. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. This thing is so interesting. I hear all what you guys say, and I've heard everything that's been going on social media. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put it this way. First and foremost, Sharon is not a little girl. Mm-hmm. She's 33, right?
Right.
She's in the height of her career. She's doing very well for herself. She's a household name. There is no bloody way she is going to have a sitting room wedding. It has to be known. It has to be loud. It has to
Loud.
be recognized. That's one. Two, um, she didn't go into this thing blindly. She may look like a next door girl, baby, but she's a very calculated, intelligent lady. You like it or not, that's the truth. She didn't walk into this thing with her eyes closed. Let's look at the timeline. She's married this guy, give and take. By the time it was November, December, she was a married woman. They have paid her bride price. So we're talking about her meeting this guy
For
sometime
how
in
long?
June.
How long have they paid the bride price? You said.
I would say maybe as far back as November, December last year.
So are you saying that it's probably false that he was marrying another person in December 2022?
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. I'm
Okay.
not saying that at all. He might have married the lady, and from what I gathered, he was not really into the woman as such. It was more like an arranged thing between him and the
Arranged.
third wife.
Okay.
And if your heart is not there, and there comes another person that you've been yearning for, it doesn't take a long time to end it. It's a matter of sending back the bride price. How much is bride price compared to dollars? What are we talking about? Because if we go by Sharon's timeline, she should have been dating this guy or met this guy about June or May of last year.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Vicky James said that by the time that they were, she was preparing for her wedding, she approached her. Vicky James got married in what? January this year.
Right. A few months
So
ago.
give and take 2-3 months. It takes a long time to prepare for a wedding dress. I should know. Right? So give or take, she did that. They approached each other, they talked, and she tied, went to the court. Because as far as I'm concerned, once you've gone to the court to get married, every other thing is just preamble. It's just decoration for the world to see. You're a married woman. Because if you don't do if you didn't want to go to church, if you do not want to go to, tradition, according to the states, you are married. And she probably did that so that he can start filing documents for her to become a permanent resident here in the US.
Okay.
Right? And it's easier done now because we are in the Biden era. We don't know what might change during the Trump era, hence her going along to get it done. So the court papers are in, she's doing her paperwork or whatever, let's just make it known now. Right? So all of that, for me, Sharon is calculated. Sharon has sat down and said, let me get this done.
She thought this through.
She thought this through. And the reason why she did not want to publicize his face to the whole world to see, because she knew the reaction she was going to get. And she knew that her mind might not be strong enough to take what people are going to tell her. As for Bisola knowing, I am bloody sure Bisola did. Bisola is a street babe. She knows. We're not talking about somebody that was raised in Chrisland or those. She's a girl that knows how things work. So she would have done her due diligence. The reason why she probably came up to say what she said was to make it look as if, look, don't douse this celebration. It's a done deal.
It's done.
We have gone to the court. We cannot annul the wedding. We have no intentions to. So shut your mouth up. But she knew the truth. And if she says she did not know the truth, then she's not worth to be a good friend to Sharon. But I can assure you, she would have gone behind her back because she knows the kind of best friend she has. She knows the taste that she has. She knows the kind of crowd she pulls. And she wants to see, who is this guy that knocked my friend off her heels and she says she wants to get married to. They both know what is going on. So this is not a new thing. I am not feeling sorry for her. I am going to tell her, you better ride that horse well. Otherwise, I will be the first person to call you out. Exactly. Because you know what you're getting yourself into. You're not a child. Right? And if this guy has told you all his story, the guy said, if he was shocked, and I don't know why people did not see that part, because the guy was shocked that a little girl of 7-year-old, you're buying a designer hair band for when you know it's going to get missing. I mean, the guy was shocked because he knows he cannot even do it himself. He knows the mother is not even going to do it. He knows how much pounds is.
Thank you.
My brother, when Ola, you know now, you know how much you earn for you to say you're dashing your son or your daughter $5.
Me, I don't know anything. No, what did I know?
The money when.
Me, I just.
If the change no computer go show you shaking, then you now have your intended wife come and say, "Oh, darling, I bought you this." Doesn't the mother of the girl know that the girl needs to wear designer?
Oh,
but
man.
that impressed the man that this girl is willing to throw away this kind of money for my own pikin. Where no be she born? Haba. Why I not go carry him? I will go to the altar with you 10 times over. Didn't you see the way he was dancing?
And eating his face.
Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, he was genuinely moved at how invested she is.
She is into this whole thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look, this man's first wife is not saying anything. We don't know who she is.
They're not talking, but
Not
it's
talking,
only 24
right?
hours, 48 hours though.
The second wife, from what I heard, she walked out on it. When a woman walks out of a relationship, you know she's done.
She's done.
She's closed that door and she's moved on and she's like, let me not hear an F from your mouth about my name. Close it. Because he has done damage to her name. So she was saying that to say, you know what, I've had it. I'm not going to go down the drain with you. You've done enough damage to me, stay on your own. And now they're like, from what I heard, he was like, oh, this third marriage, this third girl, look, just get me somebody. Let me show this woman that I am still very hot. 16 years gap for my, do you know what that means? That you look at the man and the girl is, and you know the girl is financially stable.
So let me get this straight, Obibi.
Yes.
You're saying Sharon is like, your balls are mine. She's the one in control in this situation.
Not necessarily Sharon. Well, yes, in a way, because the social status that Sharon has given him, he would never have been able to get it with the other women.
That's true.
Whether he has political ambition or not, he would never.
So let's pick a side real quick. Who is the finesser here? Sharon, as far as your opinion is concerned, or what's his name? Silencer.
Yeah. Who is the financier?
No, not financier. Who is the finesser? Who is finessing who? Who is the sucker here?
Oh, the sucker here is the guy. The sucker here. No doubt about it. Because
I never expected it.
I never expected it.
She is playing her game well because she's also gaining. He is gaining.
What is her gain? I like this question. What is her gain in your opinion?
Her gain? Don't you know how Nigeria is?
Seriously, Anna says she looks like a fool to me. What is her gain?
No, I don't know. I won't call her a fool at all. I will not call her a fool. She's 33. She's been in the streets. She's in a crazy industry. Do you know what it means for you to still be in Nollywood industry and be slaying and be doing well? You think it is a walk in the park? You have to pay your dues. You have to pay your bloody dues, otherwise you get kicked out. You hear the stories. And then you're paying the dues and you back this guy. Hey, your name is up there in the colors.
I'm the one usually playing defense, but I see people playing defense in the chat too. Even as he said they are both finessing each other. Somebody else said both of them earlier on.
I think he is, and she is, but he's doing it louder because he gains more. It's more popularity for him. Sharon doesn't need the popularity. Sharon is the girl next door everybody would love to have, the sister you want to have, the friend you want to have. So she's already well grounded. He is the one coming in. Remember, his name is soiled in the LA area because of his stupidity and running around and his history. Because the people that knew him with all his other exes, of course they all have their story. So he has to clean himself up. And what better way to clean yourself up than to pick up somebody that is wilder? I mean, it's going to be a slap on the other exes that, hey, you guys could not sit down, see who I'm with now. How you like me now? That's what's happening here. So I don't feel sorry for her. She better get into that house and be. In fact, if I were her right now, I would just close shop.
Which shop? The acting shop or be?
Yes. No,
I be the whole wedding thing. The wedding
the
thing.
shop of being out there in front of everybody's faces.
Like let them, because everybody will go away in 2 days. That's true. But
they will continue to
but unless they find more about this guy.
No, except she does something stupid or a new story comes up.
Right.
If I were her, I would have said, okay, I have shown you my husband. I have done the society wedding. Everybody leave me alone. Whether I drink Gary in my house or I walk on one leg, it's my business. Please let us start our married life. But if she continues to show herself in front of the world and go onto social media,
Baby, thank you so much.
Sit down, look now, dog. We did here. End of
you brought another spin entirely to it. I have to process. That's a lot. I have to process all that. Oh my God.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. We'll talk soon. Oh my God. Asy, now you and I left to here, but we'll try to please Asy, write down this number. The rest of you, the only people that should have this number are people that need marriage coaching, relationship coaching. I'm going to put it on the screen one time, but Asy, write down this number. Let's link up as well, because we have some work to do, please. All right, so while you're doing that, what's your last take on this? By the way, thank you so much for gracing our stage. You earned your dues. You've done a lot of work. A lot of people love you here, as you can see. So me too, I'll start paying attention now because I'll go start paying attention now because these things are the things affecting our society. As much as we like to say these are celebrities, these are the people influencing us. So we have to pay attention to what kind of influence they have on us and how to mitigate that. Because if they're not influencing, they're influencing your children or your sister or your brother.
Okay.
So those numbers that are hitting likes on their post, those are real human beings. Not all of them are not trolls. Majority are just normal human beings. So we have to stop. What's your take on this? This overall take?
I would look at it from different angles. If you're watching this as a bystander, you're watching this as a family member, you're watching this as family from the ex. First of all, I would like, from an event planner point of view, I know that right now many people might be single, desiring marriage or whatever, but I would just beg you to be two things: be very patient and be contented. I'm the one that does the Bella Nigeria wedding. It's not that deep.
Oh, you're the one that does it?
No, like I do weddings that they feature on Bella Nigeria. I've done several. They literally will reach out and say, we're interested in this couple.
Gotcha.
And then we send in their profile.
Okay.
And then some couples come in and say, you know what, this wedding I want to shut down. And I say, I know what Bella Nigeria looks for. And I use certain A-list vendors, and I know they will reach out. And like clockwork, they do reach out. So I know I know around the industry, if you want to trend, we know how to present your wedding. But one thing I need to let you know is that it's not that
trend. That's so make a no spoil business for you. That is such a weird thing to me.
People want to trend. You think people like everybody knew Sharon before today? You think everybody wanted this? People want to be the talk of the town.
No, but I understand if Sharon wants to trend, but normal people they come say they want trend too.
Need to trend like as a.
She will trend. It's normal people that want to trend.
She put in more effort so that when she trends for it looking luxurious. But then if I'm in a friend group, and some people can tell you straight up, these are my friends' weddings, these are their hashtags. I want my wedding to be better. We have a comparison mindset in Nigeria. That's why I say always be contented, because if you're not contented, you'll be on social media comparing the video and
all day long
from your house. You do not attend the two from your house. It's a spirit of it's a bad spirit. I better pass my neighbor, that generator. It's a bad. There's always this thing of why is my own not better than the next person? Let's not do that. And then first of all, like I think it was Uncle Beno so that was saying, I've forgotten his name, Uncle Beno.
Uncle Beno.
Oh, yeah,
Uncle Beno. Yeah.
He was talking about the accountability part for pastors. We cannot remove that. I'm sorry, we cannot.
Talk to me.
If we had one pastor tell her, Sharon, babe, hold on. You're my daughter. I know you cried to me about the man you want. I know I told you to write the list of the things. But can you give me 3 months? Can you give me 2 months? Can I call my contact in the US? Because treat each child like the proverb when they say you lose 100 sheep, you lose one. Go and look for that one. Treat each child like, let's not just be sending children away simply because we want to fulfill, this year.
Just because it's a testimony, I married this person.
Yes,
I think it's a fantastic point.
My daughters got married. Let's not do that. You understand? I know personally, I will not want to attack any pastor. It's not on them. It's not their fault. You're supposed to do due diligence and all of that. But still, I feel like there's a role they have to play.
Absolutely. That's why they're pastors. Yes, of course. I can't disagree with that. Yeah.
It's just that some of us are very emotional. Pastor shall for you one day.
That's the thing. That's
you want to go to the church where
will Sharon listen to Pastor Bolaji?
You want to go to the church where the pastor is brushing your ego. That's why we are addicted to names. Eldogo silencer. It's ego brushing. You're speaking those. It's perfect. It's good. But still, there's a picture it paints. So now we have young girls that are making all these excuses. They say even though he has married 4. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
If he has married 3, he says even though. He did not have children for 3 women. He married them. The kind of mind you need to have to be able to marry one.
It's already a big deal. It's a big deal, especially for men of nowadays.
Marry 3. It's not a regular state of mind. Men don't just do that. It's not something we should just brush out. I don't want to cast a bad look on her entire marriage, but let's not brush it aside. It doesn't make sense. You understand? Contentment. Also, the angle where he talked about his sister loving Sharon. Sharon is a lovable person. But then now mention that for his sister to love somebody. You know that in the Igbo culture, there's this
no, even in our culture too. Yeah, the in-laws.
The in-laws elder sister of the groom is like the mother-in-law.
Right.
If he doesn't like you, you're in big trouble. There has to be a part that sister must have played for the other 2. For him to make that statement, because the best prayer you can pray is, God, make people talk without pressure. Make people vomit what they think about me without me. There's a way somebody will just accidentally tell you what they think about, and it's God just opening your eyes. We as Christians, you say Holy Spirit, but the truth is, you might have even killed that Holy Spirit's voice. What you are hearing now is not Holy Spirit.
No, it's not. Because it's your own.
Don't do this one. You do. You can kill your instinct.
Yeah. You're not hearing Holy Spirit.
Instinct.
Yeah.
Nobody should blame. I know Uncle Beno. You blame. What's their name? Bisola.
Yeah, blame me, Bisola. Yeah.
It's not all friends that used to be open to their friends. I'm the kind of friend that if I hear this kind of thing, I will do my research.
Oh, you start digging.
Jesus Christ.
He was asking me, men are different from women too. He was asking me.
I will not want to. I have let me even be very realistic here. As much as I will do my research, there are some friends I will tell, there are some friends I will not tell. Because realistically, some women rather be in their fairy tale, whether or not it's making sense.
You just become the enemy. You become the enemy.
Yes, you become the enemy. And then there are some friends that will tell, oh boy, you need to match. This thing is not good. There are some friends that will just be praying for and saying, hope you are fine. I
hope you know what you're doing now.
I hope you know what you're doing. And know that I'm here. Just any day that he now begins to move mad, you know that you call us in a fight. Just go find who to beat. Sharp, all those kind of, But I know that I would have saved you initially, but I cannot. Because of the temperament. Because you like this picture of fairy tale. I don't want to be the enemy. I have a friend that went to advise one of our mutual friends about her husband and how he was dating everybody in the university.
Yeah.
He too got married. Now that one cannot visit her again.
I've warned the Prestige family about that before. You have to be careful.
In-laws are not passerby. As a wife, if you don't get along with them, the house will not start. Yes, definitely. Definitely. But understand, Bibi, the angle of sister, I don't speak Igbo, but there's something they call sistancy, momincy, like for Anambra Igbo, where my sister said, my mother said, there's a wedding that they have paid me money, scatter.
Men that go through my coaching don't talk like that though. That's a overgrown adolescent. That person should not be getting married.
This one I'm telling you is not. I don't. You know, I mean,
my sister said, my wife said, gentlemen,
money.
if you say that, go back to your mom. Don't get married. Go back to ground zero.
Everything they don't pay finish. You know, husband and wife, like, you know, some girls, when they quarrel with their man, they're like, we're a big head, all those things, and you're chatting. And then she got frustrated and she was like, take a stand. Send me money for this vendor. I mean, every time I ask you for something, you say you want to ask your mother or ask your sister.
Ladies, if a man does that,
so she was venting.
Tell him to see me first.
She sent
you collect.
And she sent a voice note. This man sent a voice note to his family group, and that's how the wedding started. 50 million gone. 50 million gone. They didn't marry. So yes, it's a big deal. As much as yes, I like the fact that you should. I feel like it's on the man to take a stand. So if he wants to tell us,
yes, that's how you know you're a man.
He was never in charge of how his sister felt for his past wives, and right now he's happy that his sister finally likes Sharon. It's not.
That doesn't sound like a man.
It doesn't sound like, yes. That's the part I don't want people to like.
Ew.
It sounds weird. Are you trying to tell us that you couldn't convince your sister to love the one you love, and that now you're just happy that she has finally loved this one? It's weird. If you know, that's why you're a
there's a lot of lessons in that. I don't know if wait to Asy. Everything you just said right now, that's a lot in that. That's a big deal. That's something that a lot of people are struggling with.
Yes, it's a big deal.
Ladies, if he talks like that, I want to, if you hear it indirectly or directly, stop everything first. You need help. Because the day is going to show up later, it's going to be too late. You're already inside of one child. You need to sort through that first before you move forward. And gentlemen, you know what that means indirectly to you.
Yeah, someone asked me on a podcast, what's like, you know, as a wedding planner, do you see divorces and the rest? I said, yes. What do you think is the biggest indicator? And I said, it's family interference.
That's it. That's a big part of it. Yeah. In-laws.
If you cannot overcome it, it will appear. Every uncle you slighted on your wedding day will remind you when you have 4 children. Everybody that did not eat rice that they wanted to eat, give birth to Jesus Christ, they will remind you when you come into the family. So it's something that they never get past. That's why sometimes we insist that there's a caterer stand in front of the in-laws because we don't want to play. And when I tell couples, I say it's emotional maturity for me as a planner to tell you that a caterer needs to face your in-laws, because that's where your daughter is going to. There was a politician I was doing his daughter's wedding, and he was shouting that, I mean, the caterer should face his own friends. I said, Daddy, you will forgive your daughter. Her in-laws will not forgive her. This stand is going to her.
Yeah, they won't forgive her. It's true.
And he just
they don't forget. They don't forgive. They don't forget. You move on. They don't forgive. Don't forget.
Because your father has money. Is it because your father has money? You don't want that statement throughout your life as a married woman. And it's the same thing now in this situation where we have that fear. It's a good thing that she likes her, but we don't want to be afraid. Sending your daughter into a place where you're afraid that
you shouldn't be approaching marriage with fear. It will backfire.
Too much. I feel for her. It's not easy to me. I will not open phone. I'm telling you the gospel truth. This is not the time to look at the phone. It's not the best time to look at her phone, because emotionally she's a human being. I feel that's why I struggled to do the video and I couldn't do it. I would not like to. I wanted to do like the video, like comparing both and like from the eyes of a planner, how both events were run and all of that. I may still do it, but my mind right now, that's why I decided, you know what, let me go on live streams. And
that's why you're big and growing. You put your heart to what you do.
It's too much.
This is not just about growing for you.
It's not money. It's just you get so involved emotionally and it breaks your heart. It's such a red flag. I wonder how we missed it. How did Bisola miss it? The whole of Christine. But we can't blame them. You hid his entire face. If you showed him to us and this whole thing blew out in our faces and probably you wanted to marry him in December, you will not do this big wedding again. You save your money for rainy days. If at all they come. Because if she has downed hundreds of millions into that hall, into this entire wedding, and we are revealing all these things to her, how do you want her to feel? What do you want her to do?
No, that's one of the reasons why people get entangled up. They look at all the investments, financially, emotionally. It's hard.
It's too much. Hard. And then looking at Nollywood, if she leaves,
they will drag her. The friends, her colleagues will drag her.
Exactly. Who will she now marry? You get. So sometimes that's why, realistically, I won't even like to. There are some ladies. This scenario is very, very how do I put it? It's like deja vu for me because there's a case like this that we dealt with. And in most cases, what they do is they want to give birth to their children. The lady was like, I can't leave. My money is inside this marriage to a large extent. My money is almost holding the entire home. I need my kids. I'm going to leave, but only after my kids. Because at that point, I know that if I leave this marriage and I never get remarried, it's fine. Everybody saw my heart. They saw I was properly married. This is the reality. As much as we will do what they call an ideal case, we settle things ideally. She should annul. It's not that easy.
Annul, okay.
There's an ideal case and there's a realistic.
That's ideal. That's what I said earlier with Uncle Beno.
Annulment.
I hear the ideals, but
an ideal setting. It's not easy for everybody. Some people, the sacrifice is too deep in. They will have their kids. They're looking at it like, I can't fall from this. I either have all my kids and go back to the streets. At least I have my children. My mom will look after them. At that point, nobody is going to taunt me for being a single, matured woman that is divorced. They know that I did a big wedding. It didn't just work out and it's fine. You understand? So people are trying to cut their losses one way or the other.
Right,
when you look at Lagos, many people are just looking for children now. You know, if you look around her in her set, people are like, oh, just get a baby with this one, get a baby. So in her mind, I don't think like annulment will be something she will look at. Guys, let's be realistic. It's not easy.
I mean, we'll see who knows the future. We don't know, you know.
No, but I wish her well. Why, like I said, she should take this marriage off social media. That's the
don't try to control the narrative. Don't try to do damage control. None of that stuff is going to work. She will just give ammunitions to social media. Social media is not anybody's mate. What she needs to do is stop completely.
Just go away from social media. It might work better if he's not online. You understand? No matter how fine your pictures are, your friends should not be posting you. Just take it off.
Yeah.
When you take it off, we are Nigerians who forget you. Just be posting your work, posting your Nollywood, your movies. That's all. Don't post your holiday. Don't post anything. Yeah. We like scandal. So if you don't give us scandal, we'll move on. You know, that's how the news works.
We'll move on. There will be another one next week. Just relax.
There will be another scandal.
It will take us a second to gather ourselves together, but that she need to don't engage this because I will cover it if it comes up again. So
sure you understand. So just to buttress on that Tokes angle that I was talking about, I said in life generally, as at the time that Two-Face engaged Annie, Pero was 7 months pregnant. Between the two of them, one person was more deserving of the ring. That's the one that is pregnant. But he engaged a different person.
But you engaged. So at that time, Pero the one in Atlanta, was pregnant 7 months when Anita was crying on and she was all emotional with the proposal.
Yeah.
But they had been dating for years or something like. She was looking forward to that ring for years.
That's the same. Like you see this as messed up as this angle is saying. That's what Ike was going through in Maje's hand. So she went through all of that. And then you see the curve of after a while. Right now we cannot even hear Two-Face and a lady. Because you will start getting tired. You will start getting old. There are many like at some point you being flying high, you will come down. Do you understand? And that's just how life is. She can decide not to punish him and walk out. It will be weird, but it will be funny. Nobody will blame her, but it will be funny. Yeah. Because our sets, most of our mothers that survived those kind of marriages, what they are doing now is a modernized divorce. It's called divorce by omugo.
So they will just move to their children's house
and never come back.
Sheesh.
They go
that is harsh.
And a nanny for the husband. Is it not happening around us? It's happening around us.
Yeah, we see it. We see it all the time.
Treat the woman well. You say no. She will calm down, wait for her children to grow and walk out. Not divorce, just divorce by omugo.
Divorce by omugo.
She'll just from one place to the other, from one child to the other. Throw some children. I want to give birth back to back.
And that's the worst time to do that to a man. The loneliness.
He needs companionship. He has nobody to talk to. And she's fine because the kids want her. The kids,
it's excusable.
Yeah, like they love all those type of things now.
Yeah.
You see, me personally, I cannot stay, especially in the Annie case or in this case, but realistic me, I know that there's some women that can, and I am empathetic about them. I don't force people to not stay simply because I can't stay.
No, you can't tell people what to
It's
do.
not fair
Yeah,
on you
you can't
because
tell.
I know that God gave us different capacities. So even when I see somebody going through something that I cannot go through, I'll be like, oh, mom, Jesus, maybe there's something you need to learn, or there's something God wants to show you, because I can't be the one to tell you that this thing doesn't make sense. You
Yeah.
should do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're my friend, I'll be like, babe, don't really do. But still, like I said, not all friends you should tell, so that you're not the bad person.
Yeah, you just become the enemy. I'll tell you right now, for the most part, you're going to be an enemy.
You will.
Yeah.
There's no good way to tell somebody that.
I'll tell you that. Nigerian people will say, I'll tell you for free. I'll tell you for free. You want to be telling on your friends and stuff, especially if we're talking about Oberni, you're going to become an enemy. Okay? Men can still find a way around and stuff, but with women, it's a very dangerous thing.
Saying that Sharon is not innocent. Yes. I'm not saying Sharon is innocent, because we know her work in terms of.
Sharon looks innocent. She's not innocent. She looks innocent.
It's not about look. When you say somebody is not innocent, define innocence.
She's not innocent. She looks innocent, because to me, like, this sweet girl. Who did this to this sweet girl? I still have that in my head right now.
What's your innocence? Right? What's your definition of the innocence?
No, I'm agreeing that she's not innocent. Innocent means she's like, okay. So thank you for asking that question. There's some context here, right? There is the you will laugh again, right? There is the Jesus baby. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to construct a good man out of it. She's not innocent in that capacity. There is some naivety to some aspect here. She's naive. She might even think she's finessing. But with this kind of 49-year-old man is a grown-ass man. She's 31. She literally just started her life. The only thing she knows is industry as superstar. Has she lived in this street, go to ShopRite and go and shop by herself freely yet? How many years has she been popular? Maybe she did that a little bit, but I don't think she knows what she's getting herself into all the way like that. She might have her own mind that she wants to orchestrate her life. I think most young people think that way too. They think they know what they're doing. So to some extent, she's not innocent because she thinks she knows what she's doing. I think she's quite naive. So I'm on the fence a little bit with that.
I think, if it's in that case, I mean, this Jojo like said my mind, because he was awkwardly smiling. I said this thing on Obodo Igbo TV. He didn't spray money, and he was visibly shocked. And the way he was smiling when her friends were spraying her, she didn't bring this guy around Nollywood big girl spending to test him out. Because if this guy stays in Lagos 3 months, we need to be sure he's going to pick you. Because there are baddies in Lagos. There are baddies in Lagos. If you have to hide him from Lagos girls.
Wait, this is what some people mean by she's not innocent. They say she's.
Shego, welcome.
Okay, who's Oma TV? She broke his third marriage. This is what some people mean by she's not innocent.
Oh yeah. If it's that case, yes.
Like some people are saying she's a husband snatcher essentially.
See. The thing with this marriage thing, as much as I know that he has married 3 times, I feel like some marriages end before divorce.
That's why I was saying, thank you for saying that, because when somebody was kind of insinuating that earlier on, I forgot who was saying, somebody was saying something like on somebody else's tears. Was it BB? Somebody said on somebody else's tears, and I said, what do you mean? I said, I'll speak to you later. This world is a cold world. It's a competitive place. Stop thinking this is your Yoruba Nollywood movie that we end, the bad man dies and the good man is alive. That's not always the truth. Some people, yes, the tears, you're not necessarily aware of that when that's happening. Some of you are benefiting from other people's tears right now. Just because you don't see it, you think you're more righteous than a person who's quote unquote saw it. We don't know if she knew this. We don't know if she intentionally did this, right? But if somebody has dated other people or had sex with other people before they married you, there's a good chance that you are benefiting from somebody else's tears. Is that your fault?
Yes, that's actually an angle. For me, the angle of the snatching, I don't think it comes up because the marriage would have ended.
Marriage is over.
Before he started. But now, where the thing is a problem to me, that I'm shocked that it's not a problem to her, is her knowing that he ended so quickly, and you didn't allow him finish therapy. can't marry somebody that is still in therapy.
That goes for us, all of you
Maria.
listening to this. If somebody is just coming out of a marriage,
come on.
What are you doing? 18 months later, you are marrying them. I hope you know what you're doing.
Even relationship, then they mourn relationship. Talk more of marriage. Even university relationships, not the one that people are drinking bleach and drinking hype. And this guy is all lovey-dovey by the next month. It's suspicious. You have to have friends that will tell you, baby girl, I know that this is looking good, but hold on.
Yeah.
We need to pray. But you know that the way life is set up, some friendships are friendships of, how would I put it, mutual benefits. So I'm friend with you because the both of us were actresses, the both of us are in Nollywood.
That's what I'm saying. They're colleagues.
That kind of friend cannot
and those people become your friend. And
especially if the friend is also single. Because if I tell you the truth, you think I want you to remain single with me.
Yeah.
But if you see an old friend that is married and doesn't care about you and says, hey, Sharon, you be like, say, go calm down. Remember that one of her friends was doing this challenge, Sharon once said. And guess what she mentioned? She said,
what?
And when they say Sharon once said, she was like, Sharon once said, he's so good for me in respect to her husband.
I remember that, but the way you paid attention to that shocked me.
You have to listen. Because when she said that, I'm like, it means that this friend has asked her, how much do you know this guy? Do you understand? How are you sure? So her response was that he is so good for me. Because your friends would have raised eyebrows for you to have made that statement to the point where it comes out as Sharon once said. Sharon once said, God, I beg you. Sharon once said this one. Sharon once said this one. But one friend said, Sharon once said, he's so good for me in respect to her husband. It then means when your friend tells you, girl, have you made your findings? He's so good for me.
Yeah.
Girl, are you sure? He's so good for me.
Let's be honest, Asy. That wedding was filled with industry friends. Right? It was industry friends, people she knew that she worked with. That's what that was. Right? Of course, those kind of people become friends too, right? But I'm not sure if they would, even regular friends, like we grew up together, we filter things now because you know people's personality, like we were saying. You might not want to tell them, quote unquote, what you consider the truth because you don't want it to backfire. And some personalities are able to tell the truth. Some personalities cannot tell the truth. Some personalities will say, I will tell the truth no matter what come out of it. Right? And some people actually cannot receive the truth, even if you don't gain your chest and you tell them the truth, you know. So I say that to say much wisdom is required when you're approaching this type of situation. If you find some information you want to tell a friend, much wisdom is required, especially if like industry friends, you know, people are codedly jealous of each other too, you know, and you don't know exactly to what extent, you know. So, but yeah, I think it's a conversation we'll keep having.
Who said, you know that for marriage registry, you need to give court 1 month, so we have to add that to our timeline, baby. That's a good angle, because if by the time she announced to us, she said she has long been married. And by the time, you know, Vicky James said Sharon told her about her wedding before her own wedding, and Vicky married February or so.
Yeah, the way you guys are investigating on timeline.
And the funny thing is,
my brain can't go.
We didn't dig. That's why the first prayer you pray to God.
Somebody is digging.
Be talking. These people did a video. Vicky James did a video online. It's still there. I just want to give a throwback how I met Sharon. She has been looking for me all around the church. I couldn't see her for weeks. And then one day I saw her. She said her marriage is coming up. And she told me this before my wedding. So we're like twinning when I was still preparing for my wedding. So we don't know if this was December or this was January.
No, the only thing I know that my brain can contain right now that this man was married in December. He was getting married in December 2022.
And 2023.
No, he was getting married.
Oh, yeah.
He was going through a wedding in December 2022, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's how far my brain can go. That is like yesterday.
They are saying the wedding was quickly annulled, so let's give them maybe lasted.
No. Listen to me carefully, right? Yes, I agree. It was annulled in the same second. This man was doing a wedding in December 2022, allegedly.
Cutting cake.
Right? Not registry wedding, no.
No.
A wedding. Right? I have friends that have gone through stuff. I brought one of my best friends here. He's my pastor. Pastor Nero. How many people remember Pastor Nero? He had a story. He had an annulment. He told all the story here. That no be beans. That's not something people get over like that.
No, it's not.
If you're a Christian, especially something you go to God, it's something that messes with you completely. You will have a hard time trusting women. Period. That's something you have to heal from. So I don't care if he was annulled in that same second.
He was even in a, like, even if Sharon was in a hurry, you can't be in a hurry. You tell her, I just came out of my last relationship. Let's date.
And she was coming out of a relationship for 7 years.
As well. Like, she was coming out of a relationship as well. So it's weird. You know, it's weird. As a sister, I feel like the sister too will feel bad because if you randomly met him, maybe he was driving a Benz, maybe he was driving a big car. You don't know his background. He's just nice to you. You meet at occasions. You change numbers.
Right.
He checks you up on WhatsApp. He sees your updates. Who is this? My younger sister. You call your younger sister. Say, one of my friends wants to talk to you. That one is now like, I feel like also on Sharon's part, she didn't do much digging because it's my sister's friend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Can come into.
Maybe. Or maybe she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew everything and she was like, well, we're going to flip this into a husband in a short period of time. I didn't thank Jesus for it afterward.
She shouldn't have put the Jesus part. That's the problem we are going to be having now. Because
no, let me say Jesus baby.
No.
What do you mean?
That Holy Spirit now told her.
Oh, that's their language. That's the language of Jesus baby. God said, God said.
You know, Nigerians don't forget.
The Holy Spirit spoke to me. God
now
said.
They're saying like Holy Spirit told you to be the fourth wife, or Holy Spirit. Which of the Holy Spirit?
Confusion.
There's a problem with it. You know, I get it that Lagos can be tough in terms of marriages, but let's just be a bit more careful and a bit more. You know, like I get somebody was where I was. You know, when we're doing our work. People were like, oh, thank God, Sharon has finally released her husband. Are you seeing Odogu? Oh my God, this is what
that's how the news broke. Me, I was even confused
like
because I forgot about the news of the covering the face. I forgot about that completely. So I was like, what's going on?
It was like it was a movie. Sharon, if I'm you,
revealed, revelation.
Kind of man, I would have even covered his face very well. We didn't know the reason.
Because it's a fine boy.
Yes, because he's fine and he's rich. Where did you find this bobo? Oh my God.
God, when
editing my video,
shout out to Enlightening. She kept saying God, why? God, when
before I would finish editing my video and dropping. I saw subscriber. I see before you're shouting wow, come and see you. I say, you said what? And not only did she edit, like I'm sure if Sharon had seen that picture of him getting married with that gold chair, she would never have used that gold chair. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's some little details.
Me, I know that on a personal level, women will not want to use anything gold, anything close to that.
You will not use that.
In general, yeah.
You'll use something else.
Yeah.
For somebody to say he's a billionaire, understand that even based abroad, when we convert any small thing, it comes up. And then if you're ready to take loan is ready for you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want a situation whereby now she's going to be funding a major part of that marriage. A major part of that relationship to keep up appearance.
Whatever this is, they're going to need some kind of damage control. I just hope they know to not come and damage control publicly.
For me, if I'm him, let me play devil's
advocate.
First, I will attack social media blueprints. When I go right from now to tomorrow, I'm going to pay the best of the best. If you type Ugo Woken, you will never see a scandal. I don't care. I'm either going to take over that name as a trademark, take over the Manuel Woke, take everything out. You will not, if you type it, you will not see me. Because he needs to.
How much does that cost?
Oh, it costs a lot of money. They've done it now several times.
If this guy actually works for Verizon as a director, can he afford? He will spend his life savings on it.
He should be able to do that.
At 200,000, okay, maybe.
Like, because what is your priority? You want to end your job because you married somebody. If you know that you have this amount of baggage, the best you could have done is never to do an out there wedding. Unless he wants to leave Verizon and come and do politics, because that would be plan B. If I'm him.
You know how many people I know that have gone broke trying to be politician in Nigeria from here?
He probably has to sell the house, or maybe he's getting child support or spousal alimony or something weird, because I don't see the reason why. If he's earning what he's earning, that wedding
Yeah.
was a careless show of wealth. If I'm being honest, I have
Yeah.
people that are here. They work honest living, and the guy is like, I want to do my trad in Ibadan. The planner is giving me 40 million budget. I say it doesn't make financial sense. These bills are monthly. It doesn't make financial sense.
Somebody said hire VDM to divert attention.
Yeah, politicians do that, but when the main thing first, she has to stop posting him. Nigerians have short-term memory. We'll forget.
Right. I wonder
After a
what her
while,
page looks
one
like.
after the other, they go to each blog, they offer a price, and they take down these things. They take it down one after the other. There are certain celebrities and top Koyi babes that got into heavy scandal. Even if you search it till tomorrow, it's no longer there.
You won't find it.
will never find
Interesting.
it.
So they have to pay people. They go to those blogs. They
Yes.
find them. They pay them.
they clean
Take it
and-
down.
and
There's a
give
price
someone
for it.
to clean it, or if not, you bypass it. You find hackers. How much we hacker? They clean all those things. If they offer you and you say you're not taking it down, they might get somebody to hack into your system and make a mess out of the whole thing. Because this is their life. This is internet. You know, this is the internet. You don't need that kind of energy. He's trying to paint an image of himself that is clean because of his Houston market. He needs to maintain that.
What do you mean by Houston market?
You know, he's working there as a senior director.
Oh, I thought it was California.
Like, sorry, he's LA.
California, LA.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's LA
Okay.
market.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if he's working there, everything US has to be clean.
Right.
He
Right.
should not be riddled with any form of scandal.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to go and interview his wife, you intercept and pay. This thing is going to be a long road. But as far as if Sharon wants her husband to maintain a good image, she needs to be ready for it.
Yeah.
These are sacrifices. Because if I'm him, that's the first thing I would advise. Second thing, tell your wife to take you down the internet. Just have fun on the low key. That's
Yeah,
all.
I don't
You
know how they're
understand?
going to do that. See, most normal human beings, right? Normal human beings, not people who have talked to a coach that can help them address, or a PR specialist that can help them. Most normal human beings, what they will engage is try to control the narrative. You know, like similar to what Iyabo Ojo is doing right now, right? Trying to compete with the VDM. You can't win. You know, you're just giving ammunitions. That person is good at dragging. They don't have anything to lose, right? So the social media has nothing to lose. So if you keep giving them ammunitions, but the human brain just have this need, the shalaye thing, right? You just want to explain, and you know what they say.
The good thing with her is that she has built a market on herself. She doesn't need to show anybody else.
You don't need to prove anything.
Her work has a market. She can still earn all the ambassadorial deal on herself. That's why I also want to advise someone like Vicky James. If you do not want us to know you as Mr. and Mrs. Atere, and we know you as Vicky and know him as Femi, it's going to affect you, because if
No, it's not Mr. What is the? It's Mr. and Mrs. Vicky James. You missed it.
No, I will say that.
That's I will say it too, but that's what they're saying.
Don't mind them.
It sounds worse.
Don't mind people. No, it's like I wouldn't want that. That's why most time YouTube couple, when they do YouTube couple, if they have any issue, everybody wants to be intrusive. You're always showing your husband. Where is he? You're always showing your husband. Why are you not posting him today? That's what causes all those things. But if she leaves posting him and starts posting only her job, only her work, only herself, you will leave the husband alone. Nobody, you don't even see him. Protect your happiness. If the man is your happiness, protect him. If you want to do anniversary, show the two of you your hand. Show only hand. Agbani Dereko got married. Have you seen her children's face? Have you seen her and her husband overtly snapping pictures?
Gone are those days.
Come on.
Because you and I know, as social media content creators, right? You know that this is a big deal in terms of money, income, right? The more of your personal life you show, some people will sell, the better you are, right?
I feel like in life you need to make a choice.
You have to make a choice.
You have to make a choice financially. Even when I started, I did like it's not like I had so many followers, but I had to make a choice. I'm not showing you my family. It's simple. If you see my son, you see my son. You see my husband, you see his back. You see that's all.
Yeah, try. The same here. At least in moderacy. I don't know if you noticed earlier, I did a high five here because she was literally trying to come into the frame.
Come on, some things should be private.
Yeah.
I believe that some things, there should be a little that should be private. If I can find a way to create an impact without showing too much of myself. Because what do you want to learn from me? My life most times is monotonous. Wake up, go to work, come back. What's that? So you want me to create chaos that is interesting simply because I want to sell. If you keep showing yourself, after a while, you have to keep up appearances. You have to create interesting things. Before you know, you start making RNG kind of setups, and you don't need all that. And you don't need a camera in your house, because after a while, your kids, I mean, we need to protect these children. AI has come.
Yes, so because we have no idea what the next 10 years is going to be.
Exactly. So that's just it's not by force. I understand a lot of people, family channels make a lot of money, but she can make.
That's
money.
the more reason why they say have to be careful, because money has its ways. It's a double-edged sword, right?
She has been making money without showing him. If they live within their means, I'm very positive that they will last. If they live within,
you're talking about who?
These two people here.
This one.
These two. This
anything is, you know, I always tell people, right? Because we have a tendency on this social media to make outright declaration about people's life. I don't like to do that. The only thing I can say, I hope they know what they're doing. I don't like to do that, because some of us have the worst, the dirtiest story in our closet.
Yeah, that's
right. True. So that we can just turn around and say this one could last. Like, who gave you that authority?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
what?
What do you mean? You know what I mean?
He has entered suffering now. I'm like, why you? It's the comparison for me. You're not God. Who told you that tomorrow world will not end? All of us face throne room. What will happen? What's all this marriage for? If they blow trumpet tomorrow, we are all gone. That's all. It's the end.
Yeah.
So what was the marriage for?
Anything. I'm in the. You might say I'm selling market. I'm in the business. No matter how bad it's been, anything is possible as long as it's your desire and you're looking to do the work. Because nothing worthwhile in life is going to fall out of the skies if you don't do the work. But because people will use in the same token that they pray, they will curse.
Yes.
Because they think they can say that about based off of stuff they see on the surface. What we're still talking about right now is still surface. That's why I don't think Bisola knows much.
She cannot know. And if I'm your friend, honestly speaking, babe, pray for me. I have found a husband. You know how girls talk. I'm a lady.
Yes.
Pray for me. I found a husband. Before you know, hold on. Talk to him on the phone. Hi. He'll be like, hello, is this Bisola? Oh my God, is this our
Nice to meet you. That's literally what I would do. Nice to meet you. I will give a quick smile like that. Nice to meet you. I can't wait. I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard a lot about you too. She said you're such a nice friend. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Don't worry, when you come to the US, we'll give you a good time. Oh,
Exactly. Nobody is sitting around and say, did you pull up the credit? Did you put up? The only time we do that is on these live streams.
Surface level, we can't do that. Me, if I'm her, it's just because you want to be like, bro, he told you he has married before, and I just want to be double sure. Pay a PI to just dig, and then if you're in love and you want to go, sign a prenup.
Asy, they might even ask you like, are you jealous of me? Why are you digging stuff up about? Like, you don't have to dig. Just if you ask, if your questions are too invasive. So where does it work?
Me, I don't, it's not off, like I said, it's not because we said it here that you could go and investigate all your friend's husband. It's not everybody that needs the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Even if you see him with a girl today, it's not everybody they used to tell.
Yeah.
Because she will first be annoyed that you discovered it.
Yeah, you are trying to throw some soil into her gari.
Yeah, she was trying to paint a perfect picture for you. So she's first annoyed that you discovered what she already knows and has never told. And then secondly, she will not be offended that anytime she posts, you are looking at her with an eye of, I know you people's interior story. The friendship will never be the same. So we have to also be careful. But we also have to be on the straight line. As to if you see that kind of thing, it's best to ask your friend, sorry, if in case, what do you think if I see your husband with her? Just ask a kind of a question that
like a hypothetical
question.
Yeah. What if would you want me to tell you that kind of stuff?
Would you want me to tell you?
By the way, they was like, what did you see?
No.
They said, what did you see?
Please tell me, But when you gauge the please tell me, and it's not sincere, my dear, keep quiet, please. Let her use her eye and find out. As long as it's not domestic violence, that one, just phone me, if I go buy the case joint. But if it's something about some women, this is Africa now. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal for everybody. You understand? It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. If she sees whatever chaste wife 1 to 3, understand that the other 3 wives were based abroad, I guess. No, I think the last one was based in Nigeria. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, if
I think they said the last 2 were in Nigeria. No.
because if they were, one was a nurse practitioner, that means she was based in Houston because she got a lot
Okay.
of loan.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the third one was, I think that one was also based abroad, but they came back to marry. Let's just say that those ones didn't last because they were Nigerian Americans. Their eye don't open. Sharon can now go in with a Jesus baby mindset. Maybe it will last. Let's just like, for me, I don't, there's a way this devil can be doing things. He will tell you that the first 3 people didn't try hard enough. That
Yeah.
you have the key to life and godliness.
Yeah. You are
They the
special.
one.
You're special.
And so, that's the only thing. Okay, they said the third one was in Nigeria, based in Nigeria. And that one looks very homely. I don't know. I'm very.
I didn't look that close. You guys have made. You guys have made this story even better. That's what I love about women. They paint the picture, make it look beautiful, right? The lessons here are as straightforward as a ruler to me. Which I will cover when I'm done.
A man has married 3 times. Will he marry your daughter?
It's a couple of things, right? If he's married a couple of times, not in the next 18 months, he's gonna have to tell me story. He's gonna have to show me. He's gonna have to explain tired. I will frustrate him.
You think that Sharon told her father that part?
Was Sharon's father?
Her father was there. Her father
The father was there. No. So these girls, Jesus baby girls, they filter stuff. They only give you stuff they only show you what that needs to look good. They're more particular about the optics, right? They're more particular about what it looks like on the outside than actually. So the idea, by the way, ladies, if you are bringing a husband home, run it by the uncles and they can see some things that you can't see. The uncles and the fathers, they should vet that man for you. They should vet that man for you.
I think another part is, when your daughter has left home and starts living alone, there's really little.
So men try to say that a lot, but they get dragged before they say it, right?
Yes. The moment your daughter leaves, because if she was still in her father's house, she cannot get away with just narrating one story like that.
No,
Because
see, once you go, you said earlier that you want your son to be past 30, right?
Yeah.
Me, in general, I don't like putting numbers on it. I think maturity is more of the key than actual age, right? But once you start collecting in these streets bodies, it doesn't have to be actual sex. So just as you start going through all those relationships, you're collecting breakfast. It's not free. You're collecting trauma.
Yeah, Chidima said it. She's a big girl. They don't have much stay. I think for me, why I said I matured early, like mentally, because of course, family, you grow up, you have younger ones, you mature. But there's something hitting 30 did for me in my head. I didn't have time to sugarcoat anything. If you want to get my mind, don't ask me if you know you will cry, because I will not lie. There was nobody to impress.
And there's some people that will appreciate that, right?
You get to a point where, why am I even impressing? I started YouTube when I was 30, because at that point I had nothing to lose. I felt like waiting concerned me. If you want to get that, 30 was a curve for me.
It was a mark. It was a mark for you.
It was a point of. I'm very critical of my work. I hardly watch my wedding video because I would judge. Where's my?
Please let me tell Uncle Beno. Uncle Beno is always telling me to go and watch my own video.
What's my dislike? It's not easy for people that are critical to themselves. You understand? Okay, see, somebody now wrote another part. She was playing a huge financial part in her family.
Right.
When girls do this, it's very hard to counter them. It's very hard, unless a father that is very stubborn will still tell you that keep this money you gave me aside, go and bring that man.
Right.
And that's the part, as a man, I will also tell you not to lose. The moment you lose that part, it's very hard.
So if you consider their lifestyle, right? The celebrity, their job is to be expressive, loud. That's literally their job, right? They call it art, right? They are creating art, right? And that's their job. That's why they tend to be terrible in business. They don't necessarily know when to stop, right? And then also, if something doesn't look their own perception, right? It's a struggle for them. Then when you had the layer of, as a young lady, you're already living on your own, you're going on set, you're traveling around the world, you're traveling, or even you do 9 to 5, but you are doing bus chick, what do you call it? Bus chick, bus body. I'm traveling around the world. You can't tell me nothing. This is not, as much as we like to think it's intentional, it's a subconscious thing, right? In that space of mindset, you're young, but at the same time, you know a lot. You're a very smart, intelligent person. It's very hard. The coconut head no be here. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think, to answer your question, I don't think if she run anything by her father, it's just, Baba, I'm getting married. Here's the invitation. More likely, that's what she probably did. Right? Now, the father is looking up to her too. She probably brought some accolades to the family. She's Sharon Ooja, right? She's the Oluomo, we call it in Yoruba, of that family. They're not ready to be questioning her like that. That's not their own. Remember, they're also emotional beings, right? They want to be. They don't want to be. So, who are you married? King Yoruba people. Sorry to my Yoruba. King be lower. We don't ask old woman where she brought pregnancy. She's mature. She's a mature person. Once you get out like that,
they ask you, like, have you asked your pastor? You know, when parents request or like bequeath
some do
responsibilities, they go like, ask your pastor.
Some do. Some are just completely disconnected from the whole thing. Like, they just like, you got it, because you've shown up that you know what you're doing. They're not.
He's based in the US. He has a house. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
She's already 33.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't think that, personally, I know it's weird because me, my angles are always where I feel like women should be marrying at 33.
At 33?
33 to 35.
I think
marrying at 35.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, that's why.
You know why I disagree with you?
Just left. What's the?
No, most of them we agree with you. I disagree with all of them now.
Biological clock.
Are you the one? Are you God?
Or what? No, like what's the angle of disagreement? Because
are you God? Why are you marking 33?
No, I'm just saying, like, in terms of maturity, she's not late.
No, there are people that are 43 not matured, so that cancels out too.
No. If you are desperate at 33, it's not late. You're literally young.
No, it's never late. If we're talking about late, it's never late.
It's not. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's not an angle that is about agreement or disagreement. It's about gisting.
I know now.
As far as maturity is concerned, somebody coming at me personally, I like matured love because I've done weddings.
Okay.
I was more tripped by Kemi Adetiba's wedding, Rita Dominic's wedding, for some weird reason. It just by that time I don't want.
You said you did Kemi Adetiba.
No. I was more tripped.
Okay.
That was the year for me. When Rita Dominic was getting married, it was like Christmas.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying that you should wait till Rita Dominic's age. I'm just saying that there's a level of maturity, mature love, that is not like giving balls and butter. At that point, you're like, bro, let's not be stupid.
So let me say this, because like you said, it's not a matter, because me too, I don't like the agree thing, right? My own take on it is it's pretty straightforward. Is please don't be disrespectful to nature. We're also nurtured, we're socialized, we're also moving with the world, we're socialized, we're civilized. But please don't be disrespectful to nature, because nature, there's biological clock, there's biology, right? And no, it's also true for men. Because men, we be out here. Men, I disagree with men too. Men will say, wait till 35. No, you're not God.
That's why there are many very young girls that are in a very sad relation. Because
no, there are more. There's as much as you see those girls.
Emotional, the kind of emotional maturity you need to conceive and carry a child.
But Asy, wait now. You're telling me that the magic number is 33.
Don't marry since. Me that I'm telling you to marry 33. And I'm also telling you that I've seen young girls suffer. I've seen people marry at 20 now. I've seen people tell their daughters to marry at 21. It's not bad. It's your choice. But me, I'm just saying that.
No, I didn't say 21 though. I didn't say that.
No. You can marry any age. 18, 17 concern me. As long as we're not relatives.
Yeah.
Just call me event planner. I do the work, collect my money and go home. But I'm just saying that if you look at this thing intricately, there are more people that step out. Like, if somebody is now, based in Canada now, so people are in their third, fourth marriages. These people marry early. It's
Right.
not like this will go here. They are doing well. It's weird. That's why I cannot fully fault him. His own problem is he's Nigerian and his own method is weird. Here they believe in my marriage did not work and it's unisex. I've walked around white women that are in their third marriages and the
Right.
third marriage is happy. Some people are in their first marriage, they have married 60 years. So maybe there's no formula. There's no
So there are principles. Here's somebody just posted a principle for me. Thank you, seriously, Anna. There are principles, okay? The principles have to be tailored to each individual, of course, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you are 53, there are 50. I know 53-year-old men, immature, that should stay away from marriage for life. They should not touch it. Okay. Now, you and I can agree that the younger you go, the chances are you should stay away from marriage, just because you're still getting to know life.
Exactly.
Right. Now, there's also something called, I think they call it the bell curve in certain respects, but there's certain threshold you hit where you might think it's supposed to be growing, but it's actually start to descend. Right? That's everything in life. There's no graph that just go. It goes like that. After a while, it starts descend. Like we are babies in the beginning, right? Eventually, we become babies again.
Exactly.
So that's what I call nature. I don't want, there's too many pushing around of a magical number. There's a range of a number, okay? In my opinion, the magic range is kind of wide enough. It's between 25 and 35.
For girls, for ladies, 25 to 35.
So it can be a little bit older for men, but the honest truth is that I'm just giving that range. By the time you are 21, you don't have to marry, but you should start paying attention to what you're going to do with the rest of your life when it comes, if you plan to have a partner that you do like, you should start paying attention to things like that. I don't want my sons to be out. If they come to me with a marriage at 24, I would like, what's up? You all right? Is she pregnant? Talk to me. Right?
Nobody's marrying me.
Because it's young, right?
Yeah, it's too young.
If my son is 31 and he has not brought one girlfriend home before, I have the emotional intelligence to handle that with care because I don't want to pressurize him. But at that point, it starts to become a matter of concern. Especially if I have checked with him and I know that he's interested in marriage at some point.
Yeah,
if you are 40, you're a grown man, you've never been married before, and you are saying one day you marry, you are a red flag. You're a walking red flag. Okay, I'm not talking about divorcees or you have babies or something. You've never impregnated a person by mistake. That's a walking red flag. That's something that we must have a conversation about. It doesn't mean you are the devil. It doesn't mean that you are evil. No, it just means there's something of concern there, especially if you've been trying to marry.
27. That 25 is still young for me. This 27, 28.
I got married at 27.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got married at 27. So, and
wow, that's good for you.
Yeah, I was the first of all my friends to get married. The next friend that got married was probably 2 years later. So I understand that we live in an era that we're pushing the age further and further. But in my opinion, when people talk about it, I'm like, hey, calm down. Because people are also dealing with late age pregnancy issues and stuff like that. So that's why I said it's never too late in the grand scheme of things. Anything is possible.
Nature, man.
I want us to just be respectful to nature because nature will always win.
See what Ola wrote. Ola said I'm 26, I'm not mentally ready. Alright, don't rush.
No, but it's 20. Ola is 26 in 2024. That makes sense to me. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of confusion right now. Yeah. Men are afraid of women. Women are afraid of men. The gender war is thick because of social media. Exactly. So if a 26-year-old man in 1983 is ready to settle down, that's when my father had me. Right? If they are ready for life, it doesn't mean they're going to be perfect, but that's part of the growth of life, right? They're also willing to grow with another person. This time and age, people are looking for cookie cutter formula. that person that's just perfect, that we are already 100, and the marriage is perfect. You are deceiving yourself. They don't exist. They don't exist. But there's a certain level of maturity that we expect of you. That's why they have premarital counseling. That's why they are doing all this kind of stuff. That's why we're having this conversation. And at some point, your emotions will overwhelm you. You will have other people around you that will say, hey, have you checked this? Have you checked this? Because we know you're in love. You're not thinking, right? And then at some point, you say, okay, let's move forward in faith. It will always be a move of faith. There is no you know everything. It doesn't exist. Thank you so much, Asy.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed having a conversation with you so much.
I've just been looking at it. Like, the longest I've been on different lives, and I like the fact that we're speaking and of course open about this. And I like, of course, as much as the ideal setting is me being an event planner and accepting you at any time, but I really want to beg you guys, man, be ready. There's a lot more commitment than the beautiful weddings that goes into marriage.
Yeah.
They can only help you. That's why I always tell brides, when I was doing weddings, one thing I always say, please don't be a crazy bride. I will return your money. I don't play. I will just give you back. If you
don't deal with Brazilers?
I don't deal with you. I the moment I was 5 years in the business, I refund people's money. Just insult me, I give you back your money. Just insult any of my staff, I give you back your money. No. I can't do it. I'm not marrying you. I'm not dating you. Keep your bad character for your husband. I don't do that now. We are not in love. So then I had mothers, and it was so.
That means you're doing well. You have options.
It was so good because I have a lot of mothers following me. So they literally would tell their daughter-in-laws, please, when you contact Asy, be respectful, because she will return.
She will collect.
She will return your money. So you have Obanje people that were quite nice to me. Because they just knew that I would refund their money. It doesn't mean that I attracted the perfect price. I now attracted more respectful people that knew that this process.
Well, I mean, you have the option. You also filter. With what I do too, I get all types of clients.
That was the best base. I can only do your wedding. Focus on your marriage. Focus on your husband. You can't be confused about, oh my God, I want lilac, I want purple, I want this, I want lights to fall from here. The time you're spending with the decorator is time you would have used to spend with your husband. You told me what you want. We are running with that. And then you're micromanaging all your vendors and forgetting that in 8 hours we are tearing this hall down.
So wait, Asy. So you don't do therapist for your clients?
No, it's not. They always call me and see, as an event planner, I know too much. That's the bad part. Even if I'm not a therapist, if I show up at your wedding, one random uncle will come. Planner, say this man and the woman, they know the parents for this girl, they know marry. Random information. If I tell you things I know about families, unsolicited. Somebody can just come and meet you and say, say the mother of this bride born outside.
Cho.
Asked you. Stupid things. And then on the other hand, I have seen weddings where there was jazz under the stage.
Jesus.
People drop jazz.
Jesus?
Yes. I say it on my channel. Weddings are spiritual. Go and pray. You say they do decor. You are following a decorator. Go and pray. There was one bride that was very rude to a decorator. When they were tearing down, they found jazz under. So today she doesn't have a child, and the decorator did not even tell her what she found.
Jesus. The other time somebody gave, I forgot what the story was. When somebody was that, I forgot who was it a wedding? Somebody was dancing on the stage and they shocked them with something like that. Nigerians,
No, it happens. I'm in the industry now. It happens. Handkerchief. If you're going for traditional marriage, there's been a wedding that they cancelled because the bride just ran mad that morning. Big deals, I'm talking of wedding that money has entered. But
may God help us.
Same thing with abroad people. You stay in America all your life, and then you want to come to Nigeria to do a wedding. You build your house in 3 days. 3 months, and you're forgetting that villagers are there. This is a place that is hungry. You didn't send any pastor to go and pour anointing oil from the road to your house. You didn't put them to, pray. And then your daughter comes. Never has she entered Nigeria in her life. She steps into her father's compound and runs mad immediately. You see that these are things that people go through.
So beyond that, right? Beyond that, right? Because those are the things, those are the culture we brought into church too, right? Beyond that, people are hearing those kind of stories and they are recreating them. Even when I agree it exists. But even when it didn't exist, people are going into marriages with fear. Like imagine if your mother told you all the crazy stories she went through. You're now going and you're now being a detective with your own mother-in-law. You will never know
It's
peace.
not even by mother-in-law. Do you know that our social media has made you hold your money, me, let me hold my money. From beginning, everybody's a fighter. Everybody's hiding money. Everybody's looking over their shoulder because nobody wants to be. That's why they say, oh, he gave me 100,000. Bring your money. Don't ask me. My money is my money. Your money is me. That's what happens because nobody. It's just what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Even though I tell them not to do it, it doesn't make sense because anybody can be burnt.
Yeah.
So
did you took down the number, right? You took down the number?
Oh yes, I did.
Please text me. Please text me. Or I'll go and find you. If you don't text me, I'll find you anyway. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right. We'll come and visit you at some point too.
I guess.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thank you all so much. I really enjoyed this live. Thank you all so much. I'm just going through the chat, seeing everybody's kind wishes.
Everybody loves you.
Talking here, thankfully, thank God, I went on Obodo Ibo's TV and I was able to also find your channel.
Yeah,
that's how we communicate and know each other. So
I
appreciate you guys.
We're going to link up. No Allah. We'll talk soon. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. That was awesome. She's well respected by you guys, so I had to give her the stage and the time and work with it. So shout out to Asy. I appreciate her a lot. I'm going to start going through some of our videos. I'm actually going to watch some videos tonight. But she gave me more than enough tonight, but I'm going to go in our videos and start looking, and then we'll see if we can do some business together too. All right. So this is what I want to say. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Very short and simple. All right. Our concern here is that somebody is finessing somebody. Okay. Somebody is out to get somebody, right? That's our concern. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes with these people. They're just celebrities. Like I always say, we're just here to extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics. This happened to be a trendy topic, right? I just hope that she have the thick skin to handle this dragon, okay? Because it is what it is. But she's a public figure and it is what it is, right? But this is something I want us to pay attention to. This could be any one of us. People have past. That's the bottom line. We all have past. And to you, your past may not be a big deal because you're the one in it. To some other people, they'll say that you are crazy. I can't believe you went through that, right? Remember we were reading that young lady story when she said 15 baby deletions, right? And somebody said, I forgot what that person was. Somebody said, what were you doing to your Lauren right now? I understand. If you've never been through something like that before, that would be the more appropriate, more accurate question I would expect from you, right? But to her, it's like, I'm still going to make the most out of my life, right? Once people don't see shege and they decide, which is all you need, a decision, a desire, a decision to change your life around, at that point in time, nobody can use your past to shame you. There's some things here of concern. Like, for example, for me personally, 18 months is quite short to jump from one wedding to another wedding, considering that there's been 3 weddings before that, allegedly. That's what's going on here, right? Makes me say, what's going on here? But I don't know, The only thing I can tell you is that please take your time. Work on yourself. When I say work on yourself, that confuses people. What I mean is self-development, okay? Now, if you're young, you probably won't be able to comprehend what I'm saying, okay? There's something we're all obsessed with, right? We want to hold everybody accountable but self. We're obsessed with accountability of everybody else but self. We do very little work on holding ourselves accountable. Self-reflection. You're not alone. We're all like that. You have to be intentional around self-development. You have to be like, okay, I'm going to work on myself. Even after you don't see shege, it's like pulling teeth to get people to do work on themselves. Because oftentimes when they see shege, there's a character that they can blame for it, right? The character, yes, might have actually victimized them and maybe that person is actually evil. I acknowledge all of that. But until you decide, until you make a decision, right? And until you have a strong enough desire, because if you don't want it bad enough, there's more than enough things to distract you. Okay? There's more than enough things to distract you. So I'll just say everybody has a past. Now, if you do have a past, not only if you have a past, all of us, even if you don't have a past, I think we should start considering a moderate wedding. I'm putting that out there right now, especially in Yankee here or in the West. Too many people are going into debt before they even start their life, right? We need to start considering some kind of formula, some financial formula around how much you spend. We need to start considering that, right? Now, if you really did have some experiences, if your second marriages, third marriages, fourth marriages have higher rates of divorce. Why? Because people are coconut heads. They never pay attention to where they could learn from. They tend to be hopeless romantics too. They fall in love, right? But marriage is something that requires skills. We need to start normalizing having the skills as early as possible. As early as you become an adult, we need to start normalizing that. Me, I already know there are people inside of 13, 14 years marriage that still have coconut head. They think they can just wing things along. We gotta be careful. You can go all out on the 5th anniversary. You can go all out on the 10th anniversary. What's wrong with that? Because me, I know you're still going to spend money. Some people are still spending money on 10th anniversary in a terrible marriage. Did you know that? I'm just saying, let's put that out there right now today. I think someone like Sharon Ooja, if those stories are true, should have considered something quiet, considering the history of the kind of man that she's marrying. Because honestly, we don't know. That man could be solid. It looks weird. We don't know. Uncle Beno, you cannot argue with me. You and I don't know. I know what it looks like. But attention that this is getting right now is just as powerful. It can destroy everything. It can start creating fear. If she's a normal woman, she will start moving, looking over her shoulder every day. That's not a fun marriage to be in. I hope that's not the case. I hope they've actually done the work. I hope so. I doubt it. If I know people the way I know people, I doubt it. But I hope they've done the work, you know. I hope they've done the work. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I have another 60 seconds. If you have anything, like I think I pinned some things. I think I pinned something. If you have anything that was a little confusing that you wanted me to clarify, I would like to clarify them. If you have anything, AG Ohio, I think you were saying something earlier on. It's too far back right now. I think you were saying something about you're not sure where I stand or something like that. I like it like that, so you can keep coming back. All right, but I think you were more specific. But it's something like that. Something about you're not sure where I stand. But if you're talking about moral standards, I go with your own moral standard. Whatever it is that you believe in, that's what I go with. All right. Shout out to everybody. I want to say thank you for being here. Shout out to all the Obodo fam that are here today. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be at 5 p.m. We come to do happy hour here. Usually 2 hours, but we had a special guest today. We had a story that everybody's interested in today, so I created some room for it. So I made you stay up to 3. Oh, Kate, my love, thank you for staying up. All right, good. So thank you everybody. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Go download the books. The books are free. You can download them from manofprestige.com. And also, while you're at it, if you are dealing with gaslighting, silent treatment, no kerewa, argument, toxic argument back and forth every other week, every other day with your spouse, I think there's a solution. No, I know there's a solution. Okay, so we are marriage coaches along with my wife. We can help, and we are offering right now. Presently, we're offering, as part of our promotion, we're offering complimentary coaching session. So you simply want to go to manofprestige.com. That will point you to everything you need. Downloading the books, getting our contact information, and then we can have a conversation, see if you are a fit for our program. Not everybody is a fit for our program. Just want to let you know that up front. All right, but if you want to find out, just book a session, and then we'll talk. We'll see if it's a fit. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. Oh, Kuala, well done. Very entertaining, special today. It is. Thank you so much, Bibi. And don't be a stranger. Hopefully you'll be enlightened. I'll see you on the next one. And peace. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.